Warning, the following program is a collection of top guys and girls talking about happenings in the SRG universe. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, the Big Picture trademark, or Twitch. There may be some cuss words and adult themes because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you or are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Cheers. Candyshop talk. P.S. Don't sue or ban us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Candyshop talk. I am Rambo Apocalypse, your back-to-back Border Wars champion, and join me today. Where the hell's Swag? Oh, well. I'm sure he'll be here eventually. Ain't no thing. But join me as my co-host. That's right. GM Ma'am said she would be taking her vacation tonight. So GM Ma'am will not be joining us. So you got me live right now, all by my lonesome. That's okay. Real quick, we want to talk about Ignite the other night because, you know, that show on Wednesday that's not called Ignite, didn't review it for whatever reason. So Ignite was really good the other night. You had the Phil Birch and you had Piglet hosting that. We had Loudmouth taking on the Grump, in which Loudmouth just obliterated the Grump. It wasn't even close. You had Mr. Pollywood taking on Mr. Rumble. Mr. Pollywood took that, I believe, the crowd meter 1. You had El Hombre Cybernetico absolutely crushing that idiot Simple Chuck. And then you had the Misfit retaining his Hollywood heavyweight championship over the Brain. So he immediately calls me out and decides he wants to face me, and Phil has given him what he wanted. So that was Hollywood Heat at that review. So anyways, enough about that. Let's get to what we want to do here. We got 2 guests tonight, so I'm not going solo the whole time, baby. But we got the prize fighter, Simon Davner, and we got Split joining us tonight. Here we go. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen.
What is up, Rambo Apocalypse, my good friend? That is right. The Tri-State Tag Team Champions are here. But you know what? We have to have a better intro than that. Splitty, my boy, take it away.
We've got the Simon puppet going on again.
Oh, really? Whatever. Anyway, tell him to hit the intro.
Go ahead and hit that intro, Split.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks of the Super Show. Well, I guess we're not freaks anymore. We're dirty birds. I mean, come on, listen. Your new Tri-State Tag Team Champions, 2 of the best guys out here on the mic. I mean, even better than this jabroni up on this side. And that, you, not Seth. Seth actually knows how to talk. You, on the other hand,
that guy? You. I agree. Hell, I'm great on the mic.
We're talking about your Kino headbands you got going on there from Ninja Turtles. Anyways, I digress.
I love Ninja Turtles. Hell yeah, rap is great, baby. Go ahead, do your intro.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're here tonight because GM Ma'am said she was going to be here, but once again, she's shown that she's absolutely useless, and she's just jealous that we took down her champions. And I mean, I guess we are her champions, so, you know, let's get this show on the road, Rambo, and let's see how this goes, brother.
Let's do that. You've already
you are-
got people in the chat booing you.
Good.
Oh, they can go boo themselves, man. Who is that? Is that
That
Misfit?
would be, your Hollywood heavyweight
Oh,
champion.
screw you, Misfit.
That's all right. I'm going to be taking him out for drinks later. We'll see how much he can stand.
Oh,
my
shit.
Yeah, Rainbow, what's up with this? Where is GM, ma'am? She didn't want to come out here and hang out with her new champions.
So what I was told was she decided it was time for her to use some of her vacation time, that she and the Candyman wanted to have a nice evening together. And she was going to go off, her and the Candyman, and do their thing on vacation time. So where they are, what they're doing, who knows? But no, she decided she wasn't going to be here tonight.
Unbelievable. She doesn't want to be here to celebrate her new tag team champions.
Listen, the Candyman came after Simon and I over and over and over again. She called us, Dumb and Dumber? I mean, I'm pretty sure that blew back on her face. I mean, I'm pretty sure we walked in, we absolutely destroyed her champions and walked out with her titles. And there's nothing that she can do about it. That's the best part about all of this.
It is true that, like, she shit talked the hell out of y'all. And remember, we're unfiltered here. This isn't like that other.
Yeah, man, she was just shit talking us
right?
the entire time. It
Go
was
ahead.
ridiculous. We waited long enough for that shot, and look at what happened when we finally got that shot. We turned those champions, insert who gives a fuck. We turned them into jobbers. They got what? 2 turns, maybe, the entire time? And now she's saying, yo, listen, and we don't even have our belts. All right, GMM still isn't, apparently can't even wrangle these champions to send out the belts in time. I mean, we're champions over here without the belts. I would be holding it high and proud right now, but, you know, whatever.
Coming from the crowd, they said the Hollywood heavyweight champion, which you obviously, I know, will have something to speak on this, that put you two up against Misfit and Tartan Terror, and you'll lose the belts right away.
Okay. Real quick. I want to take us down memory lane real quick.
Please,
Misfit,
by all means.
I know you're talking about this. What happened last time you stepped into the ring with me in a tag team match? All right, what happened? You lost in 2 turns.
But wait a minute, Simon, I have something that's even better and it's even easier. All we have to do, look, I'll take care of the Tartan Terror, and then what you can do is just take both titles and go like this, and Misfit won't be able to reach him anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I know, right? the only man to ever stand 2 feet flat and look Eddie Fury in the eyes. All right,
Incredible.
It's insane.
Wow.
I am.
You said you played like a bitch.
I played a bitch move. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 6-stop tag. All right. Also, it was no DQ, so I don't want to hear about it. All right.
Look that shit he says.
listen. You can, Misfit. If you have a problem, you can leave a complaint in the complaint box. The only problem is no one checks it. All right. No one checks it.
The reason the Candyman is still the GM around here.
Yeah.
Hey, look who's here, baby. I told you he'd be here.
Hey, speaking of another man who's taller than the Misfit.
Everyone's taller than Misfit. My nephew's taller than fucking Fit.
Yo, Swaggy. Swaggy. Who do you think would win? Who do you think would win in a tag team match? The Tartan Misfits, Misprints, whatever the fuck their name is, or the new Tri-State Tag Team Champions, the Dirty Bergs. Who do you think would win?
I know better than to bet against Mr. Davner.
You damn right you are.
The Bergs, listen, like, I understand that you guys in the GM don't get along as great as other GMs and champions do. That was a softball to you guys. I don't understand why they think. Or they padding your stats. What are you guys? This is worse than Pulverino with the Tri-State belt. Just giving you a bunch of people who can't win matches against you guys. Crazy.
I know, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, man, we've been waiting for you. Where you been?
I am sorry. My laptop decided it wants to restart on itself like 3 or 4 times. I actually was setting up.
You know, how come my internet doesn't want my tag team partner to talk to me? Now it doesn't want my favorite of the 2 hosts to talk to me, but it lets this jabroni up in the corner over here just completely flap his gums like it's his job.
Well, you know, you sit there and talk all this shit, and yet I'm the one in charge of this show around here.
I mean, hey, listen, And you want to know why your ratings have never been as good as they are right now? Because
Wow.
you refused to put me on this show for months and months and months. So I had to win my way onto it. And then your co-host, your tag team, or whatever GM ma'am is, I mean, I guess she gets tag teamed around here. She, oh,
Wow.
you said it
I
was
don't know about
unfiltered, so
that.
let's do
Mr.
this.
Split, the Split. I have a question.
No,
Did you ever-
I love me some
Hang on.
GM. Well, I mean, I like emo, man. The candy lady. I mean, ugh.
He's having trouble with his internet, so sometimes it'll crap out. Like you'll be frozen and he can't hear you, and then he'll be frozen and can't hear me. It's fine. I'm pretty sure he spilled something on the router when he was celebrating. So
Understandable, but I have a question. Did you ever say please?
It'll catch up eventually. You finally are in a place where I can hear everything you're saying now, Simon. So
sweet. What was that, Swaggy? Say it again.
Did you ever say please?
Who, the Candyman?
No. Split, did you ever say please to coming on?
Yes, but did you ever say please to coming on Candyshop Talk?
listen, I don't have to say please. I come out every week and I put out the best promos over and over and over again. You should want me on this show because you want your ratings to be the best. So you know what happens? Brian Schmidt calls me and he says, why don't you come on our show instead? And then we watch the ratings lift and go higher and higher and higher. Hence the reason the Play True Championship brought in as many viewers as it did this last week.
You're damn right.
So
Congratulations on that beautiful belt, by the way.
yes, I was about to say I love that belt.
It's
And
a gorgeous
speaking-
belt, and thank
Why
God it's
doesn't the
finally
champion
off.
promo?
Well, because we're waiting for the new champion, the promo, right? Split.
Well, no. So we have our new champion. Ron Rumble defeated Ant West, squashed him
Thank
like the
God.
bug that he is. And then we spun the wheel of death. And the first one was Candyman, and the second one was Brian Schmidt. So you know what? I'm going to take over your show for just a second, Rambo. Hopefully you don't hate me too much.
Oh,
But
names.
listen.
Here, let me make this even better for you.
Oh,
Go
look.
ahead.
Now
Oh,
you're
look at that.
beautiful face. But anyway, so listen, Candyman, I love you so much. And I am so happy that you are the number one contender for the title that I spent my hard-earned money on, that I've decided to skip you, just like you did to me and Simon Davner, over and over and over again. And I am going to put in the boss's very own consigliere. Ryan Wait for it Schmidt is my number one contender, and we'll see. Maybe, just maybe, I'll give you your shot when he's done. We'll see if you earned it by then.
Absolutely disgusting.
Amazing
Disgusting.
stuff.
Listen,
So
I don't know what's worse. You guys are treating the Candyman with such disrespect,
Right.
or that Schmidt is getting his 19th title shot in the
Listen,
past
yo,
calendar year.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Schmidt is going to get rolled by Ron Rumble, and it's not going to matter. And then he's going to go into a depression for the next 6 months. So it's not going to matter who plays Ron next. Ron's going to bash you all in the head with the Shield Maiden, and it's going to be the end of it.
You're damn right. Also, Candyman started a war that she didn't want to finish. She was one who disrespected us first. We told her months ago that we were ready for this shot, and we can take it, and we'll take the shot anytime. But she kept passing us over, lobbing softball opponent after softball. I did an entire promo about this.
Oh, I watched it.
lobbing,
It was beautiful, actually.
yeah, dude, lobbing softball opponent after softball opponent at the fucking jackass and Google Docs dumbass. And and then they finally met a real tag team, a real well-oiled winning machine, which is the Dirty Bergs. And Babada can bitch and moan all he wants about the anti-tag cards and his gentleman's agreement. We fucking shit on gentlemen's agreements. All right, we're fucking scumbags over here. We are the Dirty Bergs. All right.
Listen, there's a reason that Star Maker Productions was the faction of the year in 2023, and it's because we do whatever needs to be done to get our hands on gold. And last time I checked, even my introduction says everything we touch turns to gold. So we're going to keep it rolling into 2024 because there's not another faction in the Super Show that can do what we do.
Couldn't say it better myself. I mean, come on. What are we doing here, Rambo?
I actually have to respectfully disagree, but we won't get into why. Obviously, I disagree. But Split, you were talking about championships earlier. Obviously, you're tag team champion. I want to get your thoughts on this. Like, you won Origins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shouldn't you
undefeated
have
at
been?
Origins.
Shouldn't you? Now, I'm not one to disagree with GM Calais, and let's just put that out there right now because
But
only his opinion matters. But thoughts on
if
not
you
getting
were-
a number one contendership?
Look, I know that you were back in the green room blazing before we got on screen here, but let's be completely honest. If you took 2 minutes to actually check the Super Show page, you would see that I went to the real GM today and I asked GM Kristen Calais
The concrete jungle warrior herself.
to step in and do what she promised me at Grand Gathering, and GM Calais chewed up and spit out to do what I deserved when I beat not one, but two of the top men. I should get my title shot. And listen,
No, very much awake.
I have absolutely no problem with losing in the
I'm
birdcage.
just moving cards out of the way.
I have absolutely no problem losing in the birdcage because the gentleman who beat me in the birdcage was my partner. We went in with the plan to take everyone else out, and we did exactly what we said we were going to do.
Damn right, man. I mean, come on. We got Chris Tapley as number one contender. Who could have fucking seen that coming? All right.
This guy.
That guy. My tag team partner. That's
Better people than I am. Putting people over in a birdcage when I was supposed to be the number one contender, I would be 100% just like losing my shit. Been like, are you kidding me? Where is my shot right now? And I know you said about KB, but you got to remember, it's still GM Calais' show. He runs everything. He very well could be saying, hey, tell Split this. But really, he's behind everything.
Let me explain something to you. I know you haven't been around here as long as some of us have, but GM Calais is the walking screw job. All he does is take the championship title shots that people have earned and give them to the biggest, dumbest. Well, we won't go any further than that because I do like some of the guys that are in the top that are top guys, except for Danny Thunder. But that's another story for another day. I can't wait for
the Grump.
Wash Danny Thunder.
Praise be the Grump.
And then Chris Tapley is going to walk in there and he's going to finally be the person to dethrone Yaz. And you want to know why that's going to happen? Because no one expects it to.
Not a chance. He does not beat Yaz.
I
was with you till everything until you said Yaz and there ain't no way a rookie will ever
come back on and make you eat those words, brother.
I would say that Split would have a point if Yaz is the kind of person who doesn't take her challenger seriously.
Correct.
But Yaz takes every challenger seriously.
Yeah, I mean, like we're gonna have to wait.
I'm a firm believer that he's not gonna oopsie daisy her. It's not happening because she plans for everything.
Yeah. See, man, but that's the
if it was someone with an ego, like if you said like Chris Tapley's gonna like pull one over on a Danny or a Polverino or a horse because they think they live on Mount Olympus and they don't expect Hercules to come up and do all his tasks correctly, then yeah, I'll get that. But Yaz ain't the one. Yaz is prepping. It's going to be a hell of a match, though. I think people are sleeping on him for sure.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you about this. So we also saw since I don't keep up with shit around here, obviously, GM Calais said Booker and Uncle Bradley will be vetting the GM positions and getting back to him tomorrow. What are your thoughts? We'll go through. We can give opinions on one per GM, whoever wants to take that one at the time.
Yeah,
but let's work and see, what do you think for their job evaluation? Calais said some could be fired. So let's start. We won't obviously start with John Calais, but prize fighter, I think this would be a good one for you. Underworld.
What's he gonna do? Fire himself?
Right, exactly. But the Underworld is Bob Dunn. What do you think of his job?
I'm a little biased toward in this because the former Underworld GM Jeff Fox was the one who really brought me into this game, along with Evie. I think Bob Dunn has been doing a very good job. I think he's been kind of stuck, in like a rock and a hard place with a few of these contenders and a few of these champions. Because we had Shane Strickland as a champion, and that's just
great player, but just it's no.
Fantastic player, but he straight up said, "I'm not going to events. I'm not promoing," and it's like, well, then why the fuck are you my champion? That's the thing. Then you had Hold the Line Harry, who is, of course, I mean, he's good. I mean, like his matches are boring as shit. Then you had Candyman, then you had Candyman, and now you have Penguin. I mean, like this is a far cry from the string of champions that you had before that. I mean, you had me, you had the prize fighter, all right, blowing through everybody with Brian Cage, just absolutely being a menace. And then you had the big guy going on one of the best runs of recent memory. Shout out to the big guy, going 5 defenses deep. I mean, like, I think Bob Dunn has been doing pretty well with, he's trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit here. So I don't think he deserves to be fired. As long as he doesn't give Ricky Riot a rematch, then A+. Ricky, I'm sorry that you got blasted in the face with the light tubes. All right, it happens to all of us.
Very good.
Get the fuck over it and wipe your tears with the hardcore title.
Oof. So let's go to the next one. Whoever wants this, trios with Bombada.
I mean, I can't comment on that. He just put me in a number 1 contendership. I mean, come on.
All right, Split, what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think about Bombada?
So, well, wait, time out. Wait, am I talking about him as a GM or Bombada?
Yes, as a GM.
Okay,
As a
so
GM.
His job that he's done.
So I don't know because I don't pay any attention to any of the match formats that go past tag team or singles. I think that I think that all of the stuff past that is just joke matches. And maybe he does a good job, maybe he doesn't. The 1 or 2 times I've actually tried to play in one of the events, I was so confused, and it doesn't take much to confuse the clown. I mean, I'll say that before any of you jump in and say it. But listen, as a person, he's great. As a GM, I just don't care.
So on the regards of that, I will actually play devil's advocate since you didn't really talk about it. I think Bombada is one of the best GMs in the game as far as trying to keep up with matches, giving you quality entertainment. Like you had Simple Chuck. Now you have, praise be the grunt, Danny Thunder, who retained today his championship. Praise be.
But thank God. I'll take him over Meeple any day.
What is the he's got you in a birdcage coming up. We know 3 of the contenders. Would you like to elaborate on that? And that's just part of why I think it's great, but just talk about that real quick.
Try
the next.
Yes.
Trio's birdcage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds delicious. Jesus
yes.
Christ.
Just announced today. Let me bring up the post real quick. So with Danny Thunder, the Grump, bless up to the Grump. Retaining his title at Gen Con against the Meeple. Boo. He will be put into a Trios birdcage. I believe it's the first ever Trios birdcage, or at least the first for the title.
I know of.
First I heard that too,
First I know of. So we only know 2 entrants so far. All right. Danny Thunder, the champion, will be entering last. Entering first is Simple Chuck, Big Head himself, entering first, and that was part of the negotiations between Bombada and John Calais. The other participants, we will be having 3 matches. 3 matches. The winners of those matches will enter the birdcage. So first we had the Battle of the Brain Trust. We have Brian Schmidt versus Practice Site Jeremy Staggerwald. Then we have Ron Rumble, your Play True champion, going up against Nick Nimble. And then you got me, the prize fighter. All right. Going up against the Hogfather himself, John
Captain
Mathis.
Hog.
Captain Hog,
right?
baby.
Captain Hog, baby.
Crank that hog, baby. So the winners of those matches will go into the birdcage, and whoever wins the birdcage will be the trio champion. Will Danny Thunder be able to continue his reign of dominance and add 5 more people to that list of foes left in his wake? But we will see. All of the matches will be streamed. I have been given that notice. All of the 3 matches that I just mentioned will be streamed at some point.
And unfortunately, whenever you said your opponent, while we thought it was the Hogfather, John Mathis, it is instead Captain Hog, Brian Schmidt. And I'm not real sure how he became known as Captain Hog, but if I'm John Mathis, I'm losing my shit.
Yo, for real.
Encroaching on that man's area. What's wrong with Schmidt? But continuing down, how about the Hardcore GM Mark Perry.
I got a lot. We don't have enough time for me to go into my feelings about Mark Perry. All I'm going to say is, Mark, you said I was going to get a rematch. I want my rematch sooner rather than later. All right. That's all I'm going to say.
And I'll step in and say I actually like Mark Perry as a GM because Mark did exactly what he said. He came to the clown. He said, Split, I need you to make things happen. And I didn't win. Listen, up until Simon Davner stepped in, the last title I won was the intergalactic title in a birdcage back like, I don't know, 22 years ago or something like that. But he did exactly what he said. He gave me my opportunity. I just happen to, squander it as I normally do. But that's the best part about being me is that I keep getting these chances over and over again. So, Mark, you've got my backing 110%.
That's right. Oh yeah, I mean, like as a matchmaker and a GM, I do like Mark Perry. He does come up with very interesting matches for the title to be defended in. I was promised a rematch, and I want it sooner rather than later because my God. I mean, the dude, I don't know. You're gonna have to check with them.
All right, that's fair. And also, It wasn't Brian Schmidt is facing Jeremy Steigerwald, not John Mathis. So, anyways, tag GM man.
You don't have to like the GM to respect the job that the GM does. I don't have to care or like GM Mem to understand that GM Mem just might be the greatest GM that there is in the Super Show today.
I would like to piggyback off of that real quick. Everybody knows that Dirty Bergs and GMM don't exactly see eye to eye recently, but for the national titles, for the LFF tag title, she has been doing an amazing job as of late, finding contenders, putting up. She deserves a medal for putting up with Booker and Kid Thunder. I mean, especially with her. I mean, it was basically an unsanctioned match, but she's been doing a fantastic job. I look forward to the next couple defenses for the Protectors of the Light. So, I think she's been doing a great job in the national tag scene.
Go ahead.
I want to interject here. I said it last week. I don't know if I said it on stream or off stream. I hate tag. I hate online tag because I hate
online
planning.
tag is.
I hate planning a match with another person. Planning something with 3 other people in this community, I'd rather literally commit self-harm. But then I asked Ange, how many of her tag events have I played in? I've played in all of them. She makes the scene kind of exciting. So, kudos to her.
Yeah. I mean, her events have been pretty cool. I mean, I know it wasn't her idea because I don't think she's crazy enough to come up with 6-person tag. I mean, I saw that and was like, I'd rather eat my tag deck live on stream than play in that. That sounds horrible. But we're currently in the middle of the 6-stop tag event that her and the 6-stop GM Tim Riley have been putting on, and it has been fun.
It's been heck fun.
It's been heckin' fun.
Undefeated again so far.
4-1, baby. Who's next on this list, Rambo?
So next up is going to be the Triad GM Cannoli.
I think he's been doing a pretty good job.
Is there anybody that we've said we would fire yet?
No, not really.
Don't worry, we're getting there.
Yeah, okay. All right. I was just making sure that I was keeping up. All right, go ahead.
I think Cannoli has been doing a pretty good job. I mean, besides giving Pate a title shot, I mean, he's been doing a pretty good job finding interesting contenders. He let us, he let me, call out my opponents at Grand Gathering 4, even though I lost. It was still pretty solid of him to let me do that. I think he's been doing a good job. I mean, I wish Snake Pit wasn't our champion, but his hands are tied. I mean, what's he going to do? Make a triad birdcage?
Why not? We're trying all kinds.
Yeah, why not, man? Honestly.
All right. What about Tornado? Hold the heel, Harry.
Oh, I mean, I really have no strong opinion about him because I feel like it's still really early in his GMship.
Yeah, it's too early to tell.
I will tell you right now, he is doing a million times better than Fireball ever did.
Well,
All
listen,
right,
100%.
wake up in the morning with a pulse, you did better than Fireball. So
Yo,
it's not that complicated.
bro, the greatest decision ever was firing Fireball. I would rehire him just to fire him again. Honestly, like that dude. You want to talk about single-handedly destroying a division? It's Fireball and his lack of just, I don't know, leadership or brains or common sense.
Fair. All right. Deep 6, Tim Riley.
Best singles GM.
Yeah, honestly, best singles GM. He's been killing it recently. I mean, like I'm still annoyed that my 6-stop reign was not officially recognized, but King of 6-stop, baby, the 6-stop king. It's not officially recognized. I'm still working out the kinks on that. I'm having my people talk to his people, but I think he's been doing a really good job. I mean, like he's been coming up with interesting tournaments. The 6-stop tournament at Grand Gathering was so much fun. Yeah, I
here's another thing to add to that. So not only that, but he went into the closet, he pulled out the Game Genie, he plugged it into the cartridge, stuck it in the system, and came up with the freaking 6-stop tag team event. Now listen, I know that half the guys in it have whined, bitched, moaned, and complained because they don't like 6-stop, but let's be serious. The fact that a match can get done, a tag team match can get done in about 15 minutes, that makes it so much more fun.
No,
Listen,
right.
When I grabbed my tag team 6-stop deck, went on to that Tuesday program and beat Schmidt like a redheaded stepchild, it just proved that the 6-stop can be just as much fun as the singles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, I've been having a fantastic time with it. I mean, like tag team. I mean, like we've also had tag team matches. Like it doesn't change.
Agreed, guys.
Yes.
Oh yeah, our queen.
They just suck at it. She right though. The people that don't like 6-stop are bad at it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like y'all. My favorite was 6-stop, but then after playing 6-stop tag, like that's the only way I want to play tag anymore. Honestly,
it was so much fun. I don't like win or lose. It was done in like 20 minutes.
The combination, dude, and the combinations have been insane. It's been great, dude. The best thing about 6-stop. Sorry to go off on a tangent.
No, please,
dude. The best thing about 6-stop is that you get to play cards that you normally don't get to play because normally you're like, this is my least protected. I have to play a stop here. Or do I play a stop here and not here? Like I had a 6-stop deck where I ran Derailed, Rejected, and APOC. I mean, like you get to do so much weird stuff in this, and the combinations have been great. I've had several matches go to crowd meter 5. I've also had a match end in 5 minutes in 2 turns. So, but it's been great. Shout out to Tim Riley. This has been a fantastic event.
So the U.S. Brock Smith.
Yo, fuck that dude. All right. I hate Brock Smith.
That's our boy, though.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm cool with him on Sundays. All right.
He's going to be pissed on Sundays.
Oh, that's fine.
And I'm going to remind him of it as well.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine when he's broadcasting from his prison cell or wherever the hell he's broadcasting from.
Listen, Little Orphan Annie is on my last good nerve. So.
Oh, yeah, dude. He... Yo, you want to I mean, like, shout out to Big Match Pete for just going on like a legendary run with the U.S. title. But now we got Leo. He lets Leo play Donation version 1, where Leo has the one card that everybody else has been killing for.
I own
recently.
a too.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I don't. But I mean, like, I think, plus we had to deal with that debacle of a 20-person birdcage that he fell asleep halfway through. That's the one dude I'd fire. I would fire Brock Smith. He sucks as a GM and he sucks as a commentator.
Simon, I think we still are on the same team with this one. We should.
Oh, you're damn right. Damn right. I hate that dude. I hate that little child.
I adore Brock Smith, but it's no secret that I wanted that job.
I think you could do a better job than him. Swaggy for USGM. Fire the child, hire Swaggy. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think he's been doing that awful a job though. Like that's the thing.
We'll see. I have yet to hear about any like contenders lined up for the U.S. Championship. I mean, like Chris Pagello is coming up with interesting ways to keep the trios scene interesting. Brock Smith is like, hey, every once in a while, this person gets a shot because why not?
Yeah, there are a few things, but like, I feel like a lot of like, I feel like maybe that 20-person birdcage was very ambitious.
Fucking
and I said
snooze stuff.
It was poorly executed, but it was a very ambitious idea. I'm not going to knock it because I thought it was a good idea on paper. In practice, I knew it was going to fall. It was going to fall on its face because, let's be honest, we can't have this community to pay attention for 15 minutes, forget an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, as soon as this match went past 20 minutes, I'm like, uh-oh, this is going to fall off the rails.
Yeah, I mean, like, especially when you got GM Mam and Chris Payton there just pass and burying us into a fucking early grave.
Oh, Jesus. I am a firm believer. If, like, I feel like I would amend the rules to freaking the U.S. division that you get a -1 to your turn roll if you pass and bury, because I'm getting sick and tired of this pass and bury nonsense.
I'm getting tired of the pass bury APOC, all right? I'm tired of it.
-1 to your turn roll if you pass and bury. I don't care.
Yeah.
Play something or leave.
Yeah, if you play APOC -3 to your next turn roll.
Listen, don't give me ideas. Sorry.
All right, Reba, who's next?
Next would be GM Dick Thunderlips
of the
Gas
Lactic.
Correct.
Fantastic job. Absolutely amazing. I wish Zach Ashley wasn't his champion because Zach Ashley is about as interesting as Sandpaper. But
why are we insulting Sandpaper?
What?
Why Sandpaper? I mean, it's like he's like flypaper
because it's grating is why.
Oh, I find Zach to be very, very soothing. That's the problem. I feel like the Intergas Lactic champion needs to be more like Rob. He needs to be a lot more coarse.
Yeah, I will say he's been better than like the last couple of champions that we've had. I mean, like what, Brian Schmidt? Yeah.
And like, unfortunately, like it becomes the Edo show every third time Edo gets a title shot. But to be fair to everyone, like, as piss poor as Edo's promos are, he's the only one who's cutting promos for that thing all the time. So like, it's the unofficial Edo belt until Edo eventually gets it back, and then someone else rips it from him.
So I think he's doing a good job. I wish that there were more promos and more events to earn a shot. Is what I'm saying.
So let's keep going. The next one is Jeremy Steigerwald of the Play Pure division. We got 3 left after this, folks.
I'm gonna be honest. I can always forget that the Play Pure even exists. I mean, what can you really say about? I mean, it's the same thing every time. It's just a tournament. I mean, it's just a tournament for a belt every single time. It's not like it gets defended. I mean, like, it's not like it gets defended, every other week. Well, every other month. So I think he's doing a fine job.
You know what? Yeah, Schmidt. I mean, what's VHS? Cassette tape man? Correct.
You got it.
Correct.
All right. The next one is, well, I guess we don't even have to talk about it because it's not really a thing yet. The old school division with that GM BO. You know what? He's just a damn bum. We ain't even talk about
fire him. Look, he was the one I didn't even need to talk about. Fire him. Get him out of here. Maybe he'll return some text messages at that point, and then we can get some stuff done around here. Let's give it to somebody else. Let's just fire the BOSS from being the GM. It's the best move that ever happened in the tri-state when they took away him being the GM for that and gave it to John Paul Marino. Every time he loses a GM-ship, that title just goes, to the stratosphere. So get him out of here.
Right. All right. What about the veterans title with GM? Wait for it.
Who?
Oh, wow.
I mean, like, I like the belting concept. It's just one of those things where it's a belt that only a handful of members of our community can go for. Shout out to all of our veterans. I think he's been doing a good job. I know he has several contenders already lined up because I think it's like every other month there's a little mini tournament to get get more contenders in line. I think he's been doing a pretty good job with what's been given.
Absolutely.
So
it's very hard to deal with.
Go ahead.
I do. I mean, like, I do think that there were a few restrictions on because the belt is very powerful. I mean, like, depending on what branch you're in, you get +1 to one of your stats. I mean, like, General Lee Wong was champion with it forever because he has an 11 throughout the entire match. I mean, like, it's insane. But I think GM Wait For It has been doing a fine job. What is this? You're on here for the LFF Teabag Tag Team.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Mikey.
The name got longer. I thought it was just.
I love you, Mikey.
Oh my god.
Wait, I must be missing something.
Casey has a tag team belt that's called the Teabag Champion.
Yes, he unveiled them at Southern Fried Gaming. It is literally 2 belts with pictures of him holding up the 23/7 inner harder core belt. They are tag team belts, and they are the Teabag tag team. They are the official tag belts of the Cringe division.
The Cringe division is it's like the adopted freaking soul child of the Intergalactic Championship.
Oh yeah, it's
amazing.
He's been drinking that grump milk, you know. He's been
honestly, like, as much as Simple Chuck wants to be Grump's prodigy, the real answer is Casey. Wolf Guardian is the second embodiment of the Grump, and I'm saying that here tonight.
I will.
Sorry,
say,
Chuck.
I will say, I will say that the Historia belt that he unveiled as well, because as we've always said, Chuck's head is big enough to fit on a title belt, and now it is. Now it's on a title belt with that giant ass forehead of his. So I've been loving what Casey's doing. You know what? That's a GM that we need to talk about. Casey Ryan has been doing a fantastic job in the Cringe division.
So the dude brings up that Morgan Duty does need another shot at the veterans title. I agree. He took it to Mark Perry, and I didn't think he had a shot in the world. Like, that's legit, like the rookie versus the veteran. I was just like, holy shit, if he rolled just a little bit better on those finish rolls, we would have had a new veterans champion.
And he was using Rara too, which is like
rough.
That was a rough match.
Incredible match. So I agree. I believe if Schmidt is watching that, or wait for it, give Morgan Duty another shot.
I do know that the next contender will be the Star Maker Everett Stevens. I'm not sure when that match is going to take place.
The winner of that should face Morgan Duty then.
You're damn right.
We'll go with that then. And then I believe we only have one left, and that would be
what?
The global GM, the Cheetah. Praise be the Grump.
Can I just say thank God he's not running a tag team division?
What could go wrong with that?
Oh yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
The enforcer, everything's fine.
I'm not the enforcer.
That's
why
it's
not going fine.
Oh, look who's here. Join us live from her vacation.
You're saying Fire Cheetah?
Fire Cheetah.
You know, he should get a write-up. Let's give him a few months. You know?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give him a few months. I mean, like Does he
even
duly noted. I think the global tournament and grand gathering was really fun. I do like that Bell was the first champion, and then we finally got El Gato in the global division where he belongs. And the champion currently is Jason Faustone, another champion that doesn't promo. So hopefully Ian can navigate that. If not, I'm with Split. We fire his ass.
Oh, we're missing one.
Who are we missing?
The Play True GM Split.
Like, I was gonna say it myself. But listen.
Well, I didn't know if it was like official.
An amazing
I could
job.
also say like the Hollywood Heavyweight Championship. So we can do that as well.
You are Split the Clown. 10 out of 10. Amazing job. Best GM there is out there.
No shit. Like, I'm giving credit where credit's due. Like, you've done fucking great as GM.
Mm-hmm. Listen, and I'm gonna step in and say the Phil Birch. Absolutely love him. I know that most of the community can't stand him, but the Phil Birch was one of the reasons that I decided that it was time to put the Play True Championship into the game. Look, besides the fact that I like to play with myself, and you can take that however you want to take it. I absolutely
Beater in spirit, baby. Let's go.
Real beaters.
Real beaters.
I absolutely love the fact that the Phil Birch was the first person to step outside of the normal titles and give us something that's actually entertaining. Now we could just get the ridiculous misfit out from being the champion. Maybe it's time for Rambo to step back up and claim his spot on the throne where he was for so long. And then you and I can have that rematch that you promised me.
That's it. I mean, we already know what's going to happen. Like, this kid's going to try to match wits with Rambo Apocalypse, and there's no way. It's just according to how the Phil Birch wants me to get my championship back.
All right, so here's his hot take. I feel like the Misfits, the Crash Holly of the friggin' Hollywood division. You'll can face him in a Chuck E. Cheese bullpen. Somehow he's going to get out of it. He's going to hold the belt for longer than we all expect.
Listen, listen, it's real easy. Rambo, put your hand on his forehead, extend your arm all the way out, and he won't be able to connect with one single punch. I promise.
I mean, I feel like my nephew can do that as well. Wow, why am I mean today?
Wow.
Sorry, Misfit.
We apologize seriously for all the harmful things that have been said.
Split, you have a glowing you're getting glowing reviews from the Nightmare King. I like Split. He is the best GM for the Play True division.
Well, thank you, Mikey. I appreciate
Mikey, you're still not getting a title shot before.
Yeah, you're still not getting a title shot, buddy.
No, listen.
You got some stiff competition with that Play True.
Especially with everybody playing with themselves.
The best thing about the Play True division is the fact that you don't have to go in and win some ridiculous tournament to become the Play True #1 contender. We put you on the wheel of death, we spin it, and it's all random chance. That's life. Life is random chance. You just got to be in the right place at the right time. And so far, I have had nobody be pulled off that wheel more than one time. So I'm going to tell you that's the best way to do it.
Oh, yeah, I do really like the wheel. Oh, yeah.
Big fan of the wheel. I love random chaos.
Ooh, that's actually a answer we need. Who's the better GM, Mikey? GM Mam or Split? Answer down below.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put him on the spot.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put him on the spot here.
Let's go.
Listen, Mikey, go ahead and say GM Mam. I'm all for it. That's fine.
Yeah, while we wait for his response.
Yeah,
we'll give him the out.
We'll hear him out. Let's go ahead and start talking about the Mount Rushmore, because I know we're going to get into some fights here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be one of the best Mount Rushmores, and I wanted to allot plenty of time because, like I said, there's going to be lots of discussions had here. The Mount Rushmore tonight is best tag teams.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with you two gentlemen, you can decide what the draft order will be. You can start with whoever, and then we'll snake draft down, back, and all the way. So you decide.
Is the edge rule in effect?
What do we think? Edge rule in effect?
I think there's enough tag teams out there that works.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, so the edge rule is because, like many other competitors, I used Edge as an example. He is part of many tag teams. If you draft a tag team that has a person in it, I should really call them a Bada effect because he does that in a surgery. He's in a tag team with 1,000 people. If you draft, let's say if you draft like ENC, that takes Rated RKO off the table. It takes Hogan and Edge off the table, and any other tag team Edge would have been a part of.
Gotcha.
Sounds good. So,
yeah,
who do you want? Split, you and Prizefighter decide what the draft order is going to be.
Partner, you go ahead and set it up. I'm more than happy to defer to you for this one.
All right, sweet. Sorry, just answering. I have so many emails. All right.
That's what happens when you get on this show. Everybody's trying to talk to you.
Dude, I know. They want me on Daytime Talk. They want me on this. They want me on that. I'm like, dude, no. I'm staying home and playing Fallout tomorrow. So with the Mount Rushmore, are we ranking them or is it just in no particular order? Because
you pick them, you draft them.
Yeah, you just pick who you think.
Definitely on my Mount Rushmore is
wait.
Hang
Oh,
on.
with the order.
I'll step
Oh,
in.
What,
and
what
it's a
is the
snake
draft order?
win this.
Oh, snake draft.
yeah.
Yes,
So
okay.
Yeah,
listen,
the order.
who's
This
going
one-
first, second, third, fourth, and then if you want to be the overall number one pick, you can make yourself the overall number one pick.
I mean, I'll
We
be
just
the
need
number
to
one
know the
overall
order.
pick.
Okay,
That-
so
all right, so
you're
pick
going
the
number
order.
one.
Sorry.
that works.
You
So
good?
let's do Simon, my favorite tag team partner. Sorry, Eddie. And then let's go Swagalicious. And then
Okay.
Rambo. I'll go last because no matter where we go with this, I guarantee you nobody picks my number one overall tag team because no
I
one will.
like that. I like it.
I like that. So it would be Simon, myself, the
Rambo and the
Rambo,
Yeah.
and Split. All right, so Simon, you're first. Go ahead.
All right. So since it's Mount Rushmore, I'm not going to put them in any particular order, but definitely on my Mount Rushmore of tag teams is the first tag team that I ever legitimately loved and was excited to see, and I love their matches. I'm going with the Dudley Boys. I'm going with Devon, Bubba Ray. I started watching them when I was a kid. Absolutely amazing. I love table spots, and I also love the 3D. The greatest tag team finisher of all time. Only one person has ever kicked out of it.
All right, well, I'm not making the same mistake I made last week. I'm picking the Outsiders right away. Hall and Nash.
Oh,
Doing it right away.
Ooh,
I'm not,
that's a
I'm
good
not making
one.
the same mistake I did last week. Nope.
I mean, that's absolutely fair. I mean,
That's very
fucking
fair.
big guy robbed us at the end, and I was so disappointed. Oh my god, that was awful. I love the Outsiders. They absolutely changed the entire wrestling industry. That is a fantastic second overall pick. Absolutely tremendous. For my pick, I would not make the same mistake either. I'm going to take this man off the board that's going to take a lot of tag teams off the board. I'm taking Edge and Christian.
That eliminates so many tag teams.
E and C were absolutely fantastic. It can be argued that they were better apart, especially now with Christian's run in AEW as, the leader of the patriarchy, and of
The
course,
father
all
figure
Edge's
we
Best
all
father
needed.
that ever exists.
The best father
figure
ever.
that we need. That apparently fucked Britt Baker, which is wild.
Does that also question for you though? With you taking Edge and Christian, a fantastic pick by the way.
Yes.
With you taking Edge and Christian, that also eliminates all of Christian's tag teams as well, right?
Correct.
So that means no Un-Americans. That means no him and Tomko. There's
Correct.
no.
Yep.
Okay, I get you. There's no Christians Coalition in TNA.
Correct.
Oh yeah, y'all remember
no AJ
that?
Styles. Yes.
Yeah.
Tom.
I mean, technically, you draft Styles and Tomko. That's still the
Yeah,
tag
technically
team.
you could.
All right.
Listen,
Clown.
You get the next two.
So as the clown, I was going to start with a joke pick, but I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into the bandwagon, and I'm going to have to go the guys that I still get excited for every single time their music hits, the Hardy Boys.
I mean, that's not a bad pick at
come
all.
on.
I'm not upset with that.
Well, that wasn't the one I was going to give you at first, but
Okay.
that one.
All right, and you get the next one because it's a snake.
So then here's my next one, and this is okay. So this is going to be my joke one, but I definitely still like it. I think Braun Strowman and Nicholas was one of my favorite tags.
I love that.
Let's go. Braun Strowman and the 10-year-old kid.
Love it.
Amazing.
I'm so dumb. All right, so let's unsend for everyone that invite because that's not the one it was supposed to go to. But those were two really good picks. I liked Nicholas. That's so fucking I'm
That's
glad
fire.
you did take that over
That was
one
great.
because
That's
that's wild.
fire.
It shook me. All right, so I'm gonna catch shit for this because either people are gonna love this pick or they're gonna fucking hate it, and I really don't give a fuck if you hate it because I love this pick, and I'm taking Super Kick Party. The Young Bucks are mine.
Oh, the Bucks is a great pick. Yo,
Yeah.
Young Bucks.
listen, this is gonna be an answer that's definitely this is a bigger indie darling answer than yours. I'm gonna pick the students of Perk Angle himself, the world's greatest tag team, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. Dude, that leaping tag team finish is too good. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Actually, real quick, Rambo, going back to yours. You want to talk about changing the business though?
Yeah.
Yo, Young Bucks changed the business, especially because they hopped on it right when the internet wrestling boom happened, and look at them now. Now they're running a national, now they're running a national television wrestling show into the ground. Anyway,
Oh wow! But
Yeah, they
who
are.
let this dude on here?
Hello,
The
look
Prince.
at
hell?
here.
Oh,
Look
that's
at
all right.
here.
35 minutes to like and hear what he says anyway.
Yeah,
No. First off, I want to shout out to my man Split, hooking me up with that wonderful
Wait,
shirt.
take you
blurry as hell.
blurry
Take the
off.
blur off.
Oh.
We can see.
Blurry as
All right,
shit.
hold up. Jesus
No.
Christ.
We were just letting you know what.
We just want to see that.
Oh, do you want to
We're
see
not-
my dirty ass fucking?
No, show it.
office?
Show
Well,
us
I
your
mean,
shirt.
show us the
show
shirt
that
now.
too. Hell.
Swim file.
Hey.
All right, let's go.
Oh, don't pull Pat Moglen there, baby.
Yeah, man. Crack is whack, bro. Yo, Schmidt, since you're here, we're doing Mount Rushmore tag teams. Real quick, give
All
us one.
Um.
A bunch have
Wait,
already been
whichever
taken.
one he picks also comes off the board.
That's
Okay.
fair.
All right. So I heard Simon say Dudley already.
Mm-hmm.
It was Dari next.
Yep.
I'm gonna go the Rock and Roll Express.
That's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
one.
If
That was
that
on
has
my
been
list.
said already.
Classic.
Rock and Roll
It has not.
Express.
All right, cool.
A
So he's
classic
eliminated
tag
Rock
team.
and Roll Express off the table. All right.
All right.
Good pick.
So it's my pick now.
I believe Rambo didn't get a second pick yet, did he?
I have
Yeah, I
You
took
got
the
the Young
Bucks,
Bucks,
and
so
now
it's
it's on you, Swaggy.
Yeah.
You get the next two prize fighter.
Gotcha.
Who'd you
Oh, wait,
take,
it's me?
Swaggy? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
took
like,
the
I was about to say.
World's Greatest Tag Team. Haas and Benjamin.
Yes.
yeah.
All right.
Now it's 2
Uh,
to you, Simon.
Sweet. I also wanted to pick a joke pick, but part of me would be kicking myself if I didn't pick these guys. The Briscoe brothers.
Oh, baby.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Mark and Jay. Yo, you want to talk about changing tag team wrestling? Those dudes brought a hard hitting, like hardcore style to it. I mean, like, yeah, Jay's mouth got him in trouble more often than not. But I mean, like, 13-time ROH tag team champions, 2-time GCW, 2-time IWGP tag team champions, and I believe 3-time Never Trios, whatever. But yeah, no, I'm taking them immediately. And then I get another one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, another indie darling that I know some people are going to get. Oh my god, this is my third pick. I only get one after this.
That's right, David. Make it count.
This is
Make it sweet.
the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and the Undertaker.
Oh, that makes my next pick easy.
Yeah, mine
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I
I love that. I love those, dude. I was and still am the biggest Undertaker mark you will ever meet. All right, and Kane, it was awesome. All right. Also, Slow Chemicals, still the greatest Kane entrance music.
as
Hands down.
much as I
Fact.
love giving a shout out to Kendrick Lamar and saying sweet chin music, I'm actually gonna go with the 2-man power trip of Triple H and Stone Cold.
Ooh.
Oh, that was an era. That was an era
That-
of WWE.
I am so sad that Triple H blew his quad during that
Dude.
match because Jesus, were they gonna be a great tag
Yeah.
team? I don't
Oh, yeah.
care. Like that was gonna go on. That was gonna be the best year run
Yeah,
ever.
dude, one tag team held all of the gold. They had the world, the intergalactic, and the world tag all at the same time.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, Stone Cold as a heel is kind of meh, but him with Triple H was, oof. You want to talk about aura, my dude?
It's a good one. It's just like you said, a damn shame it didn't.
God, I could talk about tag team wrestling all fucking night.
Well, that's what I kind of allotted to a little, not the entire night, but I was like, this is going to get into a discussion, which I think is great. Like, I think people enjoy this. So with my third pick, where do we go here? Do we play it safe? Do we reach?
No. Don't play it safe. Come on, Rambo.
All right. Cause New Day rocks. New Day rocks. That's my pick.
That's a good one.
That's a
The
good.
New Day. Yes, it is.
I feel like a lot of our picks also come from like the eras of us watching and watching.
Well, I got one that I'm going to try to take at a value, and I think I'm going to get it. We'll see. I've got one or two.
Next one.
Splitty.
No.
Oh, Schmidt. My bad.
Rock and Roll Express. Oh my God. The Rockers.
Yeah.
Sean.
Jannetty and Michaels.
You know what?
Hands
Let's just catch Schmidt up. Let's
Yeah,
have
let him
take
go
another
one
one right now.
Old man.
No, take another one now. No, I'm saying.
Take one more.
Oh, another
yeah,
one
right
now?
Take one more.
Yeah.
So that way you're caught up.
Nasty Boys.
Hey.
Oh, that's a vibe. All right.
All right, so listen, I'm torn because these are my last 2 picks, and I have 3 that I really want in here. So, listen, after going to Origins this year and getting a message from him directly, I have to go with Gold Dust and Booker T.
Oh, that's so good. Oh,
That
that's
just
so
ruined my
good.
last pick. Damn it.
Love it.
So much for Harlem Heat. I was hoping to get that. But
I was hoping to get
so much
that.
for Harlem
I was going
Heat.
to pick Harlem
Oh,
Heat.
you weren't getting Harlem Heat.
Oh,
They were making it past me.
All right,
dream.
and my last overall pick. This is really hard because there's 2, and if the one doesn't get picked, I'm taking them as an honorable mention. But this one right here is my favorite tag team of all time: the Headbangers, Mosh and Thrasher.
I like that.
That's a
All
good
right.
one.
Schmidt.
Schmidt, your last pick.
Wow. Tag teams. I mean, like, if you want to talk Attitude Era, I don't know if they've been selected already. The Hardy Boys.
They were
They've been
selected
selected
round
They
already.
one.
were okay. Dudley's been picked. Hardy Boys been picked. Edge, ENC.
Edge and Christian
Yeah,
have
Oh,
the
of
pick.
course.
round 1.
Wow.
Outsiders.
I'm
were picked as
actually
well.
I'm actually gonna go the Golden Lovers.
That's a
Oh,
good
Kota
one, yeah.
Ibushi and Kenny Omega.
I
Kota.
was gonna say that
I like
works.
that.
That's a
That's a
good
good
one.
one.
I really, because I like Hardys were gonna be the pick, but Kenny and Kota are just
Oh,
They're
yeah.
great together.
A hell of a pick. I like it. Now I'm stuck with the 2 that I came down. I was hoping one of you 2 would take it to make my decision easier. But didn't. And this sucks. So I'm going to take, just because I feel this is a value pick of getting Bret Hart in the 4th round, I'm taking the Hart Foundation.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That's
Wow.
a good one.
that's a good one.
it's
know
a
what?
really good one.
Gosh, there's so many.
Yo,
There are so
1998
many.
There's no bad picks.
Yo,
real
1998 heel Heart Foundation when he was going on his I Hate
Mhm.
America. Oh,
Yeah.
Right?
that was peak Bret Hart.
That's like,
All right.
I mean,
I have an
fantastic.
honorable mention that I want to take right now, but I can't in good consciousness leave this on the table. I'm gonna take the APA.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't leave the APA on the table. Like, I'm gonna wait for a prize fight. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pick the team I was gonna initially take,
I'm
but I'm gonna let you.
super depressed. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
All right, prize
so-
fighter.
Man, I am fucking
What's
taking Booker
team
T killed
irrelevant?
it for me.
Mhm.
Right? I
Uh,
told
do
you.
I-
You gotta,
do
now
I
you
also
gotta
get
punt.
Do I also get an honorable mention?
Sure.
I think
we'll
we
do
should
an
all get
honorable
one. Why
mention.
not?
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
all get one. My honorable mention is going to be the Kings of Wrestling, Claudio Castagnoli and Chris Hero. Those
All
dudes were absolutely amazing.
That's not his 4th though. What is your
No,
4th?
no, that's not my fourth.
Oh, okay.
My
Honorable
4th.
mention is Kingdom.
Dude, I have to go deep into the archives real quick, running through my mind palace. I'm gonna go with the Rock and Sock Connection.
Wow.
That's who I'm gonna go.
That's a
with.
good. Yeah.
Those
there we go.
dudes.
Stop.
Yep. Can I get another honorable mention? There's another.
You got
team.
Kings of Wrestling.
No.
Damn it.
Go Swaggy.
All right. My honorable mentions was gonna be the Acclaimed.
Ooh,
Oh, baby.
That's
I
a
love
good
me
one.
some of the Acclaim.
I get one.
Yeah, everyone gets
After,
an
hang
honorable
on.
mention.
We're
Yeah, let
going
Rainbow
back
do it, and then you can get your honorable
Yeah.
mention.
because I honestly cannot believe I forgot them. I want the Legion of Doom. I don't want the Road Warriors. I want LOD.
Oh yeah, man. You want black shoulder pads. You don't want the red shoulder pads. That's what you
Right.
want. All right. You don't want the puppet. You don't
Well,
want the little ventriloquist dummy that came with them with Rocco.
Listen, so the fact that we didn't pick Al Snow and Mankind.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
That's fair.
Have I ever told y'all before? Drew and I, real quick side note, Al Snow and Mick Foley. So, side note, we went to his comedy show, Mick Foley, and he says he's he'll never tell an Al Snow joke. Have I told y'all this before?
No.
Okay, cool.
New
So-
story alert.
So he said, I'm going to do all of these jokes and such, but there's one thing I will not talk about on my show, and that will be any Al Snow jokes. And of course, the crowd starts booing. Boo, boo, boo. I'm not going to talk about Al Snow. But if I was going to, it would say something like this. What's the difference between the 100 Years' War and Al Snow?
What?
What?
The 100 Years' War was finally over.
Oh,
But he wasn't going to tell that joke. He said no Al Snow jokes. And of course, the crowd erupted when he did that.
Oh.
He just murdered. He just murdered that
Wow.
man on
He murdered
stage.
Al Snow quicker than yeah.
Good
Wow.
Lord.
Head.
So Schmidt, who's your honorable mention?
Yes.
Oh man. I mean, like this tag team was the big tag team when I was growing up watching 80s wrestling. Like peaked 80s wrestling.
Mhm.
Hogan and Savage.
Yeah.
The Mega Powers.
The Mega Powers.
Why were they not even like mentioned? Like that's just like you think about
Listen,
them and then
I
all of a
was
sudden you think
watching-
about
I want to
Hogan
be
and
fair. I was watching a compilation of John Bradshaw Layfield giving people that fucking clothesline.
Woo!
And I was like watching this TikTok and I'm like, oh, why is this video 6 hours long? I was just watching this man give the business
Oh, yeah.
to these
Yeah.
poor little kids and watch him flip. It was the best thing. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Dude,
And
I mean,
Split.
like,
yeah.
Last
Who's
but not
yours?
least, and this is I'm torn. I'm really torn. One is newer, one is a little bit older. Both of them I loved a lot. So I'm gonna have to go with. Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, the
Wow, that was
Outlaws.
New Age Outlaws.
Hey!
Hey!
I was
But
thinking about
I do have to throw out there the Bludgeon Brothers. I have to mention them. They were one of my favorite groups, being with Bray. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Free
I
Birds.
almost
Street
contemplated
Atlanta,
taking Ron
GA.
Killing. I was thinking about taking Ron Killings and Road
Pac-Man.
Dogg or Three
Huh.
Life or Three
Oh
Life
God.
Crew. Three Life Crew
Oh.
would have been a good one too.
Dude, part of me really wanted to take William Regal and Tajiri, but dude, either that or William Regal and Eugene.
No, listen, the Tajiri team up would have been freaking. Oh, I forgot about Kai and Tai. God damn it! It
Yeah.
would have been.
Oh,
I was
we
just
forgot
thinking,
Kai and
Yo,
Tai.
PP.
I fucked up. I was thinking about Tajiri and Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah. Oh
That
yo, Los
rendition-
Guerreros. We forgot about
That-
Los Guerreros.
Yeah, that rendition of
but
Los
that's the
Guerreros.
hard part about a tag team Mount Rushmore is there are so many
So
great.
many good ones.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
the
there's
chat
your answer,
alone
Split.
has like the Usos, the Freebirds, the
Yeah, we forgot the
A lot
Public
of the-
Enemy,
I thought
like
about
FTR.
them all.
Like
Yeah,
they
fuck
can make
Public
their own.
Enemy.
Yeah.
Like you can't really like put
Well, that's
These
why
are,
this
like,
is
our
a personal
favorites,
Mount
but-
Rushmore.
Right.
personal Mount Rushmore.
And we'll see what the
Dude.
community agrees with.
But Rambo, I've got one
Yes.
that no one thought about. You ready?
Yeah.
Raven in a steel chair.
Ah,
Sandman and
and
a
a
can of
table.
beer.
I'll bring one up that was also big in the 80s.
Perry Saturn and a mop.
Yes.
And New Jack and a weapon.
Yeah.
Don't worry about those
Jack and the
gangsters and
scaffolding.
Mustafa's. New Jack and a weapon.
Ric Flair and a blade.
Oh
Anyway,
my God. This
We just
is
completely
fantastic.
threw Brian off his train of thought.
Right.
All right.
Next week is and it's all your fault.
You ready? It's Austin and Pillman. Hollywood
Oh, the
Blondes.
Hollywood Blondes.
We forgot about them. Yeah.
The Hollywood Blondes.
Regal and Tajiri we
Actually-
forgot too.
Actually, we also forgot about the the Brainbusters. We forgot about
Yeah.
Arn Anderson.
We forgot the
and, Tully
Steiners.
Blanchard. The Steiners.
Your mom-
We forgot about.
The Revival. We forgot about the
Yeah,
fucking
I-
Revival.
We forgot
I
about
said
FTR.
FTR. I mean,
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
forgot
say
about
them, but we mentioned FTR.
We definitely forgot FTR.
Yeah.
There's so many good teams. Like people
Yo.
think that tag team wrestling is a shallow pool, but it's really, really deep.
No,
Dude,
it's
RV
not.
dude,
Super
huge.
deep.
RVD and Sabu.
Yeah, I was gonna say RVD and
Right.
Sabu because someone said RVD is a better with the chair. I'm like, wait a minute, RVD and Sabu.
Yeah,
I lost
RVD
my
and
train of thought.
Sabu.
The North. Yep.
The Bushwhackers. I'm
the
sorry.
Bushwhackers.
You want a
Mhm.
jobber tag team? You just send them in.
I
I mean, look at Bombada and Dan Page. Jobber tag team.
The Thrill Seekers, Chris Jericho and Lance Storm. That
Jericho and
was a really
Benoit.
good one.
Are we allowed to say Benoit on the show?
London.
Yeah,
and
we can
Kendrick.
say Benoit. We're unfiltered.
Kendrick
You can
is
say
great.
Benoit.
Yep.
Actually, that's the other dude. That's the other thing. Remember the SmackDown 6 way back in the day when it was like, no. So it's this whole era that people were talking about because it's like because it was when Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Edge, Kurt Angle, and I mean we'll throw Chavo Guerrero in there. Why not? Like all of them were on SmackDown. This is back when Paul Heyman was running.
Oh yeah,
SmackDown.
when SmackDown was the A show and they kept calling Raw the show, I loved it.
Oh yeah. Because the SmackDown 6, how does Paul Heyman introduce his best 6 wrestlers? He puts them all in a 3-way tag team feud over the titles, and it was amazing. You had Kurt and Benoit, you had Ray and Edge, and then you had Los Guerreros, and it was fucking phenomenal.
Facts.
Dude, like I said, I could talk tag team wrestling all night. Like this is even getting into the Japanese tag teams that I love.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we forgot about the Miracle Violence connection as well.
We forgot about Switchblade Conspiracy as well.
Yeah, God. We forgot Apollo 33, which was one of Finn
No,
Balor's teams.
Schmidt said Midnight Express. I'm
I
almost
said
positive.
He said he's.
I said rock and roll. Rock and
Yeah,
roll,
I thought
not
you
just
said rock and roll.
Which
rock
Midnight Express though? Dennis Condrey or Stan Lane?
Oh, it's got to be
gotta be Stan
Bodacious
Lane.
Bob, right?
Yeah.
Well, no. Bobby Eaton was the only constant. There was Dennis Condrey and then there was Stan Lane. The first one was Dennis Condrey. Yeah, I'm going Stan Lane all the way.
Stan Lane all day.
I'm going Sweet Stan all the way. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Dennis Condrey was good, but more iconic is Stan Lane and Bobby Eaton.
So, like you said, we could sit here and talk tag teams all night, and we can always, revisit this in later. But I want to do the next part of our fun and games that we've implemented last week. We got pretty good reviews on it. People seem to enjoy this. The blind rank. So, I've decided a category for Schmidt. I even got you on there. I got one for Prize Fighter. I got one for Split, and around here, very efficient. So I have one for you as well. Guest. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. Fuck it.
Sweet. All right, Schmidt.
I'll go second.
So, I'm not going to tell you the category at all. That's just for being on this late. But I'm going to give you the 5 choices, one at a time. You tell me where they rank, and you cannot move them once you place them. Ready?
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Rambo Apocalypse.
I'm going to go 2. Because I don't know where everything else is. Okay.
Wow.
I love you, brother, but I'm gonna go 2 right there. 2.
You're not your ass off the show right now. Like just boot you off. A little time.
You'll be off the Sunday Night Fights quicker than you got on it.
Oh,
it's definitely a worse player draft.
Worst player of the Olympics.
Number 1, Ant West.
All right. Number 2. The second one that I'm going to give you is the amazing VHS.
Oh, he's number 1.
Oh, wow.
Jackass is number 1.
Wow.
Oh,
that Jackass is number 1.
Your third will be Swaggy D.
Swaggy, you're middle. I have to put you at 3. I can't put you any higher.
Listen, I'm pretty sure the next 2 people are going to be more disappointed that they're ranked below me, so I'm okay with this. I love the drama. Let's go.
Perfect.
Wait, hold on.
Yes?
Boss is next,
Please.
isn't it?
Huh?
Is it the boss? Is it Steve?
Oh, no. He's not even going to be
Not that
worthy
bum.
of being on my show.
Yeah, not that bum.
Wow. Okay.
As soon as he answers Split's text messages, maybe he'll be on the show.
But it is. Oh God! But there is somebody that's very
I need him
close.
to answer mine.
That's very close to your dear Steve Resk. His name is Drew Madsen.
Oh, Drew, I love you. I don't want to do this, but I got to put you at 5.
You coward! You coward!
Sorry, brother. Love you,
Absolute
brother,
coward.
Wow! You dropped that man to 5. So your number 4 pick, and have you figured out what your blind pick is yet?
Is it the schmuck Mikey Nichols?
No.
No.
Your last pick and she's gonna be pissed she's at 4, is GM Ma'am. So, in just recapping of the best memories you feel of Candyshop Talk was your category of all the people that's been on there. You have the amazing VHS ranked as number 1.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Just wow. She is gonna be so pissed when she's
I'll
gonna be
never
pissed,
get
which
a
is
tag team
perfect.
title
She's fuming
shot
right
ever
now.
now. You watch that.
never. You will
Never.
never, ever.
Never.
I'll never have a
You
tag
just
team
shot
title
yourself
shot.
in the foot.
That's it.
I always
Number 1
do.
is VHS. Number
you
2
know that
is
shit.
Rambo Apocalypse. Number 3 is
Oh.
Swaggy. Number 4 is GM Ma'am. And number 5 is Drew. Thank you so much for participating.
Real quick-
Real quick, I'm about. Go ahead, Simon.
Were you gonna bring up what I was about to bring up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Live right now is the finals of the tag team event at Gen Con.
Ooh.
And in the finals is Chris Pate and the collector Sean Loeb.
Really? That's a surprise.
Not
it's
shocked
cool.
there.
The sky's
Against Praise be.
Gas him up, baby.
Gas him up, baby. And
Praise
I don't
be
know
the
who his
Lord.
I don't know who his tag partner is.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter who his tag partner is. That's all we need is the Grumple.
I
Give him
actually
our
legitimately
energy.
do not know who this man is.
I never.
And Grump is playing
Please wait.
Hardcore Slamilton.
Is
Incredible.
that? Hang on.
That's Hardcore Slamilton.
That is Hardcore Slamilton.
Yeah.
I can't tell who the other person is playing. It looks
Oh.
like Sean Loeb. It looks like he's playing Candyman, and Chris Pate is playing Big Bad Bobby D. Of
Yep.
course,
Are you
That's what we
kidding
did.
me?
That was the Hollywood riots. So
fucking try hard.
that's the reason I was
Right?
being on his team.
Hey Rambo,
Let me tell y'all, it is a
Hey.
completely different experience being on the team with
Oh.
Ricky Riot than going against him. Like,
That-
I'm sitting there the whole time. I'm like, hey, I don't know if they can
Watching
do that
other
or
people
not.
get
And he's like,
salty
you're
at
damn
Pate.
right, they can't.
Watching
Yo.
other people get salty at Pate when you're not across from Pate is the best thing in the world.
listen,
Woo.
dude, the match against Hollywood Riots, the Word Bears versus Hollywood Riots, was honestly my favorite match of the entire Southern Friday. Yo, touch and take
Touch and take
turns.
God, everybody hated that. They were chanting for me.
You were just loud with it.
Oh,
it
it was
was
Oracle.
Fucking Christ,
It
I
looks
felt like
like
I was going
Oracle.
deaf. Oh, it looks like Oracle?
It looks
Oh.
like Oracle, I think.
I love that we're getting live.
The
recording.
characters
This is
Oracle or
The
Danielle
character
playing.
of Oracle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Y'all please keep us updated with
I'll
this.
Yeah,
keep you up. I'm watching on
So,
my fourth
what's the
screen,
next
so
Great.
blind?
The next one. Who wants to go next? The clown
Simon's next.
or the fighter?
I'll go next.
Okay. So I did give you the category, but I will tell the people that your blind pick is going to be on wrestlers / MMA stars. Like, where would you rank them as far as who is your favorites?
I gotcha.
Cool. All right. So number 1, your first pick is going to be Bobby Lashley. Where does Bobby Lashley
That's
rank?
an interesting one.
I know. It's almost like I'm good at my job or something.
Well, no,
That's good. Oh, that is good.
right?
Oh yeah. I mean, dude. I mean, like if we're talking like straight straight up wrestling, like if we're going
You can
just by
do-
strictly wrestling,
It's the whole.
I'm working through my thought
yeah,
process.
you
here.
got it.
Like
Baby.
if we're going strictly Bobby Lashley, the wrestler, he wouldn't be really that high because I mean, like he's an amazing wrestler. Don't get me wrong, but the promoing just leaves a lot to be desired.
The man needs MVP.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, like,
Facts.
but I mean, like, you
You
can't,
need the hurt business.
you can't discount his accomplishments. 2-time WWE champion, intergalactic, intercontinental.
Intergaslectic. If you
I've been
gonna
playing this
mess
game.
it up.
I've been playing this game too much. U.S. title. I mean, he held every title in TNA simultaneously at one point. Undefeated in MMA. I want that noted. Bobby Lashley in MMA has an undefeated record. I'm going to put him number 3.
Whoa!
Actually, no, 4. 4. I'll put him 4.
What?
What?
Incredible.
Just
Bobby Lashley
yo,
at a
listen,
4?
yo, listen.
Piglet is gonna shit when he sees this. That's his favorite wrestler ever.
Oh no, that's fine, dude.
That
Listen,
doesn't
I don't.
shock me. He likes
yo,
to
listen,
your wrestlers.
listen. All right, yo, listen. All right. like the MMA stuff kind of gets brought down by the wrestling stuff. Now his wrestling stuff in WWE leaves a lot to be desired. But if you go find his stuff when he was working in Mexico, my God, some of the stiffest fucking matches you will ever find. That dude, I mean, like, because that dude, he knows how to wrestle. It's just I'm a big promo guy. I'm a big charisma
All
guy.
right, I'm sorry,
and he
guys. I got a nude and I got distracted. Who did he put at number 4?
Bobby Lashley at number 4.
Bobby Lashley.
Oh, all right, yeah, no, I agree.
Bobby Lashley made Simon stiff is exactly what I
He did. He made me stiff. Let me tell you.
Someone clip that.
Gonna have to play. Gonna have to play.
25.
Gonna have to play.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Colby Cram.
Oh shit!
It's Colby.
Oh, incredible! Look at the grump. All right,
Who's next?
your next that you have to number, Ken Shamrock.
I was about to say, are these all going to be wrestlers / MMA, like wrestlers who have done MMA?
Yeah, that's
awesome.
been in WWE. Yeah, they've been in WWE.
Ken Shamrock,
UFC,
Ken Shamrock, the most
MMA.
dangerous man in the world. God, that's actually a tough. Oh fuck, that's actually a tough one. Because actually, what a lot of people don't know about Ken Shamrock was that he started as a wrestler, went to MMA, and then went back to wrestling. God, I know way too much about this. That's a tough one because I do, he ankle lock. I mean, like he invented the ankle lock. He was Intercontinental Champion, MMA. He was, I mean, like because he mostly fought in Pancrase and Pride. I'm gonna have to put him number 5, honestly, with Ken Shamrock. I mean, like
Negro, what?
Wow.
See, the thing is, I have a feeling I know who's left, and I completely agree with you, Simon.
Yeah, I'm also mentally going down my list of wrestlers who were in MMA, and now I'm just kind of like, dude, if Minoru Suzuki is on this, he's number 1. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, that's true, Murder Grandpa. All
Yeah.
right, yeah,
he's number 1 because I don't want him finding my house and killing me.
I mean, that's perfectly fair, but we'll see if he shows up on the list. Your next one that you have to pick from is Brock Lesnar.
Two-time UFC heavyweight champion. I mean, everybody knows what he's done in wrestling. I mean, he's basically the final boss of professional wrestling. That's a tough one. Because he lost his first fight. He lost his first fight by submission. I remember that because I watched that.
Got him that heel hook by Frank Mir, baby.
By Frank Mir, baby.
Frank Mir guy here.
Fucking no one had Frank Mir winning, and then all of a sudden it's like, is Brock tapping?
I had Frank Mir winning. I was the only one, and then he beat the.
You must have cleaned house all day on that bet,
dude. Well, I mean, just put Frank Mir and Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar was peak juicing at that point. I mean, he was. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, he was always more ground and pound. He didn't really have a whole lot of grapple game to him. I'm afraid of who else is on this list, and I feel like I'm going to.
You should be an idiot because you are going to just be shook by the end of this list. I guarantee it. I've already got you there right now. Just wait till you get the next pick.
Oh God, 5. Why did it have to be 5? You know what? Fuck it. Brock Lesnar number 1. Fuck it. Brock Lesnar number 1. Listen, 2-time UFC heavyweight champion. I mean, he's he's WWE's boogeyman. Especially for all of the Black World champions. I mean,
fucking rude.
No.
True.
It's true though. Wow. It's true. It's true though.
Fucking rude though.
Yeah, it's rude.
I'm sorry for pointing out that every time there is every time there was a Black World champion, Brock Lesnar beat him for it.
I do apologize. Please. We have our first Passenberry apocalypse from Chris Pate live. So
one on the counter, folks. One on the counter. Also, Brock Lesnar at Minnesota was an absolute fucking beast in wrestling. I mean, UFC, his grapple game kind of left a lot to be desired, but I mean, the dude's a fucking beast. He's a goddamn monster of a human.
Olympic gold medal.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
The next pick.
I'm terrified.
I'm so excited.
CM Punk.
No. Dan the Beast Severn.
Oh, number two immediately. That dude was an absolute fucking beast. He was great at wrestling. Don't get me wrong, but he was also champion. He was NWA world champion when when the product was basically dead. I mean, like, and it's not his fault. He held it for 1,657 days, I believe. Someone can fact check me on that, but I mean, like his wrestling. If you just go back and watch him in the UFC, it was absolutely insane. Because literally in 2 seconds he has you down on the ground, and in fucking heel hooks in every single hold that there is. But Dan Severn, number two, also, I mean, like, again, with the charisma and aura. I mean, like, that man. You look at him walking. You look at him in that gray shirt and that fucking mustache, and you know you're about to get your face is gonna get pounded into the fucking dirt. But Dan Severn, number two. Because honestly, his like he was in wrestling at a dead time. Plus, Vince didn't know what the fuck to do with him.
That's fair.
I can talk about this all day, dude. I can go like.
I'm just smiling about who's left on my list.
Who's gonna be number three? Who
indeed is gonna be number three? Who did I leave out? Did I leave out Minoru Suzuki? Did I bring the Murder Grandpa? Did I bring, as the clown said, CM Punk?
What about maybe
Tank Abbott?
Steve Blackman?
Steve motherfucking Blackman?
Tank Abbott doesn't even belong on that list. All right,
well,
I'm sorry.
Let me tell you who is one of my favorites, and that doesn't mean this is the right pick, but this is my show, damn it, and I make the rules.
I swear to God, if you say Ronda Rousey, I'm gonna scream.
Oh no, it's not Ronda Rousey. This person to me is much more valuable to Ronda Rousey and was a sheer swing and a Schmidt, if you will, for WWE. It is not even Jack Swagger. Not this. Y'all are gonna be so upset, and I don't care. Daniel Puder.
Fuck.
Yeah,
baby. Get fucked, nerd.
Hi, nerd.
Oh, baby. I knew he'd fall into that trap. I knew it. I was like, who can I get him to put below Daniel Puder?
You scared me over on this. Now I look like a fucking idiot.
Let's talk about the greatness. He was full of charisma. He was fantastic.
No, he wasn't. He was full of shit.
You know what? Daniel Puder probably sleeps in Rambo Apocalypse pajamas. Let's be honest, because that's just the greatness that he strives to achieve one day.
Slept in a cardboard box under the bridge, but that's another story for another day.
I can't believe, and I can't move him at all.
You can't know.
Daniel Puder wouldn't even be on my list. All right, he couldn't even fucking shine the shoes of it.
No, we mentioned Jack Swagger. This was a trap. This was a
total trap. Now,
actually, Jack Swagger would be number three if he was on the list because he was also undefeated in MMA.
Right, I love me some Jack Swagger, but that's the breaks with the blind picks. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
I'm excited for the
sometimes you get buried.
Sometimes you're gonna get buried when she watches this show back and is gonna be so upset.
I hate this.
I love it so much. This is now on to the clown. Clown,
I'm so angry right now.
Is on clowns.
Really?
How original, right? Okay.
It's gonna be way easier than you think it is, Rambo.
I mean, it really is, but I'm excited about the reactions to these five clowns. The first one is Simple Chuck. No, I kid. It's not Simple Chuck. The first one is Krusty the Clown.
Krusty the Clown is definitely number 5. I don't even have to think about it.
Whoa. Why? Like, don't you love Krusty the Simpsons?
Listen. So Krusty might be the longest running, most syndicated clown in history.
Yes.
But I mean, listen, he's just boring. He's got the same 3 things over and over again. He's kind of like Split 1.0, before I branched out and became great. So I just don't care for it. And there are so many better clowns in this world than Krusty.
I'm gonna piss off every person without melanin on this channel right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Krusty the Clown for you is like what Seinfeld is to me.
I mean, also, it's just the Simpsons have been on for what, a million seasons at this point, and
30
everything's just
plus seasons right now, I think.
yeah. Krusty ran out of material after season 10.
Harsh. Good lord.
Wow.
Oh, look who's here.
Oh, shit boy's here.
They
Oh,
said they
great.
fired. Simon Dabner said he was going to fire your ass.
Isn't it
as
past your
GM.
I
bedtime?
was just gonna say the same thing.
Seriously.
Oh, dude, isn't it past your bedtime, man? It's 10:07. Shouldn't you be on that cot or whatever
Hey,
in that prison
Hey,
cell?
someone call his
Yeah.
mom and make sure she changes his diaper before he goes to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
By the way, I
He
stand
said
by
he's
that.
only going to be
Brock.
nice to you
Disrespect
on
for the goat.
Sundays. That's it. Like,
Yo, by the way, I
so-
stand by what I said. Brock Smith should be fired as USGM. Horrible job.
Now it's gonna look like I freaking spearheaded this campaign. This is bullshit.
Swaggy is paying me to say this, Brock. I just want you to know.
Listen, just blame the token black guy. That's what.
I mean,
Oh,
that's what Lesnar
God.
does when he sees a belt. Sorry.
Uh,
Surprised you didn't freaking F5 Bel Air for hers. Sorry. Okay.
Oh,
Back to your top 5.
yes, back to the blind rank of the clowns.
I can't wait for Brock Lesnar to appear in AEW versus
no.
Swerve.
Oh my God, no! Please no! I
Don't do that to us. I love Swerve.
was about to say that's my champion. though.
Swerve's been amazing.
That's my champion.
Anyway, back
Swerve
to
and
the
Lee. That's
clowns.
another one. Sorry.
All right, the next clown is Bozo.
I mean, classically, he's probably got to sit at the top of the list. I really don't know who else you're gonna put that isn't gonna be in some kind of horror movie at some point. So I'm really and I love horror movies, so they are obviously above Bozo. I'm gonna put Bozo at 3. I'm gonna
Okay.
get middle. You know, he's not my favorite, but we'll see. I may regret this one.
I mean, I was always a fan of the grand prize game. That shit was lit. The next one, the Joker.
Number 1. End
All
of
right.
But which one though?
It doesn't matter. All
Doesn't
the
fucking matter. All the Jokers.
Okay.
I agree with Split here.
All right. Because
I mean,
you can do a whole list on the Jokers.
I was about to say, canonically, there's been so many variants of him, especially with the amount of
Listen,
different
look,
Earths
if
there
you're
are.
gonna make me pick a Joker, I am
I want-
picking Jack
Yeah.
Nicholson.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Really? Number 1,
Jack-
Jack?
His Joker is by far and away the most iconic Joker. Just because Heath Ledger died, that's why he became as iconic as he is. I don't get me wrong, he was great. I loved everything that he did. But the fact of the matter is that Jack Nicholson will forever and for always be the Joker with Mark Hamill as the runner-up.
So that was going to be my pick, was Mark Hamill.
My-
If we're going Jokers.
Not even what's his name?
Jared Leto?
No, Caesar, the original one.
Cesar Romano.
Romero was
Romano.
good, but see what happened was Jack Nicholson took the perfect combination of him and what the Joker had been in pop culture, and he made them into his own. And that was what it was. Cesar Romero was just a copy and paste straight out of the comic book.
So actually this brings up a memory, because I read an article forever ago about the different Joker performances, and they broke, because the 3 big ones, and they broke it down that it was Cesar Romero played the clown Joker, Jack Nicholson played the gangster, and Heath Ledger played the psychopath.
Yep.
And you get to pick with whichever one you pick is
And
your
then
Joker.
so everyone else lands somewhere in the middle of there.
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, it's gonna be Mark
Listen,
Hamill.
I really just I want to see what Joaquin Phoenix does with the new Joker. I don't know how much I like the fact that Harley Quinn is being played by Lady Gaga, but I've been proven wrong.
I'll be honest. I thought she was gonna suck in American Horror Story, and she surprised me. Every role she's done on that
Listen,
series has been really good.
I'm not going to pass judgment till I see it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So just a little breaking news for you folks. Everyone else is blacklisted from the division. He said,
I defended you, Brock, before you.
I was about to
say
say,
to me.
I could have your job taken like that,
I'm
Brock.
pretty
Keep
sure
talking.
Eyeball and I don't care.
and that's
We're gonna
fair,
give us title shots anyway.
but
Puppet
What's
of
the
the
most
man.
entertaining? He's going to give us title shots.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's-
when he comes up with an entertaining way to find a number 1 contender, maybe we'll talk. But I mean,
Yeah.
but
He
you
should
know,
rattle
Don't-
till a number falls out.
Don't
yeah.
bury the USGM.
wow,
Fighting for USGM confirmed.
Swaggy for USGM.
wow. No
Fire the
respect,
child,
Dr.
hire the
Boy.
man.
Mikey Nichols for US GM.
Oh God damn
I
it! Don't
quit.
give that.
I
Don't give him
quit.
power.
I fucking quit.
We,
No,
we'll have a
seriously,
GM
no.
that can't be on stream.
Yeah, exactly. That's half of them anyway.
I was about to
Let's
say,
be honest
Schmidt,
about
isn't
something.
that half
The
of them?
only the only GMs that show up
It was actually
are the
banned from
following.
streaming, I guess.
Are the following: Bombada,
Yeah, but
Cold
he's like
Line
everybody's
Harry,
GM.
Split for his title because he's a man of his word. When we have I said Bombada, so tag team, Angie's always there.
I was about to
Always.
say, don't bury her.
I'm not. She's
We'll bury
always
her.
there.
We've already done that once tonight.
Underworld Bob is there. The general manager of the LFF does not need to show up. He sends someone
Never.
instead. He does not need to. He's a busy
He's
man.
too busy.
Exactly.
He's
So the
too
only
busy.
one that really doesn't show up is Mark Perry, and that should be an easy yellow slip out the door for him.
John Calais is too busy ignoring Split's emails and messages. That's why Split has
Well,
to
you
reach
know
out.
what?
The
Let's
real
get it-
GM, the Concrete Jungle Warrior.
Mm.
New GM. New GM.
So-
What? No one? All right.
I was about
No.
to say, I mean, we
I-
could.
The
I'm
man
with
size
you,
my check,
but
Simon.
I'm
The
not
man
ever
size
gonna
my
say.
checks. I can't do that. Sorry.
That's fair.
Big Kristen guy though.
Yeah,
So-
big Kristen guy.
absolutely. So normally I would try to get back to the blind rank, but I have a hot take in the chat that I'm gonna get to after this. But Mr. Schmidt, now that you're here, and you know we broadcast quite a bit between the two of us, especially. Who is
Yeah.
the worst GM in the LFF?
Oh,
Who is your worst GM and why?
as a producer of,
GM, wait for it.
Fireball.
Wow.
I mean, he's a shit person, yeah, but
Hey, my pick was Brock, so you know.
so here's the deal.
Boy,
As a streamer and as a person who works directly with the general managers to put product on,
Yes.
the only one that I have an issue with, and I brought this up several times with other general managers, is Mark Perry. He expects everything to be done for him and not do it for himself. For example, and I'm going to give him a hot take, and I'm getting a phone call, and I really don't give a crap, Mark.
Go, baby.
Here's the problem. I put the streaming list together for availabilities for the general managers to put their times in. I don't want, and I said this carte blanche to all the GMs, and they accepted this. I don't have time to go on my phone and look and see if this time is available, because that's not my job. You need to go look on there and make sure the date is available. I gave the sheet to Split as well too. He has it and he fills it in. GM Bombada of the Trios GM, my GM, has filled it in. Ange has done it. Grump has done it. So you're telling me the GRUMP can do this shit and you can't? Grumpy Danny Thunder, praise be, can get this shit done and you can't? And then you go ahead and nominate Bombada as a number one contender.
Can't and won't are two different things, Schmidt. We know this.
I know, and as a person who deals with the streaming on a normal, regular basis, this is just ridiculous. Unless I have something from the general manager saying that Mark Perry is still the GM, Mark's gonna have to fill it out himself. I will not be filling out these sheets anymore. I can check times, but you are a capable person. The general managers are being selected because they are capable people of doing shit. Okay?
Because
You
they
could fill in it takes 2 seconds to click something, open up a Google Doc sheet, and put what day you want it. It's as simple as that. Oh, my PC doesn't do it. Bullshit, dude. Bullshit. And I know when people are fucking bullshitting me. Seriously. I may be a gullible fuck when it comes to certain things, but I'm sorry. Yeah. Laugh, smile it there, Simon. I
bullshit you all the time. That's why I'm smiling.
I know when I'm a gullible fuck when I need to be. But when it comes down to brass tacks in business, I'm sorry. No. So if you want my honest opinion, Mark Perry is the shittiest GM out there.
That's what I want. That's exactly what I wanted to hear out of your mouth. And that's what I was thinking you would say. But I wanted to hear it straight from you.
It's just a simple fact of the effort. That's it.
I mean, to me, it's not that difficult, right?
I know it's not that
mean-
difficult. If I handed it to Mikey Nichols, Mikey could do it.
Let's
Question.
That's great.
not before he gets any ideas.
No,
Let's say,
he
this
won't
will
have
get the new hardcore GM, baby.
The Nightmare Division. Last thing we need, guys.
Listen,
Would
I'll
literally
be
be
straight.
the-
I'll be straight with everyone.
Wait, the belt have Cody Rhodes' face on it though.
He would be the only GM trying to win his
Yeah,
own
and it
belt.
has to be in like freaking Kwanzaa colors.
All right.
Let's
All right.
one more time. I was gonna put myself in my own division.
Mhm.
So
Sweet.
so here's the deal.
Oh, but that's your belt. You can
Shitface
do what you
in
want.
chat. Rambo, do me a favor. Blow that up. Thank you.
Thanks,
Shitface in
baby.
chat wants to know when we're having our match and why you're prolonging your ass whooping. Number one, you're gonna get the ass whooping because me and the boss came up with something very spicy, very very spicy, and Swaggy knows about this, and it's gonna happen.
I just want the match. I don't care what,
Exactly.
what
So
turn
what-
I take it on.
Let me
Come on,
fucking
man.
announce it. Let me announce it.
Yeah.
Instead of just me, I'll be the final boss of this. Okay. You're going to take on every member of the Crime Wave in a gauntlet match. And if you can get through Swaggy, get through Joker, you get through the boss, then I'll take you on. But until then, we'll do it all in one night. Beat the living crap out of you live on twitch.tv/SRG Universe.
Oh, wow. We'll promote that here, folks.
Yeah.
Not vice versa, though.
You accept, or are you going to go cry and hide in your little prison cell that you have?
Wow.
I'll wait to hear it from you.
Incredible. Also,
according-
just for the record, I'd like to point out he said the amazing STD.
He did.
The most
Amazing
original
STD.
nickname ever. Congratulations, Brock. You used a brain cell to actually fucking do something.
The easiest final boss ever. Wow.
Sure. Oh,
I mean,
and
I
I
mean, it
get
ain't
to know
Brock
your
Lesnar.
competitor. We get to know your competitor, but you don't get to know ours.
I
I
mean,
mean, he's just going to play with himself on camera.
That's what I do.
Gimmick.
I know. That's what we all do.
Peters. Sorry. All right, so let's. I feel
Okay.
bad. Split's already like I don't even know what. I don't even know if he knows what order he put people in because I don't.
Well, I've got
remember.
it written down.
I
I
got
got
it.
to circle
Look,
back.
Rambo,
Look, it's
write
really
shit down, don't
Joker
worry.
is number one.
Mhm.
What was it? Bozo the Clown was number three,
Both are
right?
three.
And
Krusty
number
is number
four,
five.
Krusty was
and
5.
number 5 was Krusty. So
Yes. So we're good there. Just real quick before we get to that, the dude said this is where it was leading to before, but I was like, I've got to do the other first about Schmidt. So this was my original thing. I don't consider Hamill
That's a hot take.
Joker.
That's a
And this is
Oh.
a
hot
fucking
take.
real hot take, boys.
That's a
This is why I was
scorching
like,
hot take.
hang on now. I was like, we got to see here what's
Wrong.
the consensus
Wrong.
is. Look
Wrong.
right
I'll
here.
prove it. You ready? You ready? I'll prove it to you right now. In the Green Arrow, Mark Hamill played a version of the Joker that went nameless, but he dressed as him, talked as him, and acted as him. So you can all shove it straight up
Yep.
your candy ass.
I
And
would-
he also plays the fucking trickster too, motherfucker.
That's who he played in.
No,
No,
the
no.
Joker and the Trickster. He played 2 separate.
He played-
Go watch it again.
Yes.
Well, no. I'm saying. No, sorry, wrong show. He played the Trickster on the Flash,
Yes.
including the new one.
Yes.
He played the Trickster in the old Flash show and in the new one. Sorry, I got the same universe though. Same universe.
But still, facts still remain. Kevin Conroy is the voice.
Oh,
of
he's Batman.
Like
Batman.
that's when I hear
He's
Batman. So I can't, dude. Most of the time, I agree with some of your takes. This one, you are on fire and you are burning to the ground right
I
now.
think when we're
This
done
take.
this,
Yeah,
we
it's
can-
like
I'm not even gonna piss on him to put
it
it.
was
out.
like that time Turtle burned himself while playing Evil Ed in that CAC. Like that was pretty bad. So actually, speaking of which, the
Yes.
Batman animated series, I found the complete DVD box set at a garage sale for like $5.
Yo,
That's a hot.
And I checked it. Every disc works, everything. I gave it to the boy. The boy has it hung up in his room next to his weeb shit. I love it.
awesome.
The thing is, I'm like the best $5 I've ever spent.
Absolutely.
We should rank Batman's once we're done with the clowns.
I was about to say, but here's the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what the best Batman movie ever is, and it's Batman: The Mask of the Phantasm. And
Absolutely.
you can at me if you want to, and you can just be fucking wrong. So
A close second is Under the Red Hood for me.
I was gonna say Under the Red Hood is number
Yeah.
one. For
Under
me.
the Red Hood, it was amazing, especially with Jensen Ackles playing
Oh,
playing
Jensen,
Jason
Yeah.
Todd.
good. Hell yeah.
I was
It's a
gonna-
hill he's going to die on. He's right, though. They're
Yeah.
only a fraction
Well,
of the character.
unfortunately, lucky for us, you're still very much alive, even though your opinion isn't.
Doesn't matter who we
Schmidt,
are.
when you want his comp,
I'll talk to him Sunday.
there we go. He'll talk to you Sunday. All right, my dear clown, let's get back to this. The next choice is going to be Ronald McDonald.
Listen,
Yeah.
he's the reason bad as I am, so he gets number 4, and I don't care who you give me at number 2.
I think you're actually going to like my number 2.
I like
because,
Ronald McDonald.
like,
He's a great kid.
luckily, you didn't fall in the trap this time. You learned from the others, and I'm not even going to draw this out like I did before because you have won this game. Your number 2 pick is Doink the Clown.
I'll take it.
I was about to say, I,
like it.
figured you'd
Yo,
be okay.
I
with
thought you
that.
were gonna say Violent J, and I
Yo.
fucking was gonna lose it because I know how much Split hates ICP.
You know what? But in all fairness, if I've got
Oh,
to,
man, I love ICP.
if I'm
I
gonna be
love that
objective
ICP,
though,
though.
Swaggy, I'm gonna say Violent J and the amount of money he's made, what he's done for backyard wrestling and some of wrestling in general. I don't
Right.
hate the pick. It's just not one that I would go out of my way to pick.
That's fair. Okay.
Actually, interesting wrestling lore. The Insane Clown Posse was on the first ever ROH show. They were in a tag team match on the first ever ROH show.
Is that a Shaggy mask? I love
Shaggy 2 Dope Mask?
it.
Mr. Schmidt, if you would do us the honors, would you read the next 2 comments aloud, please?
Why does it start out?
I'm going to
like
put
that?
the first one up,
Hold on.
please.
Let's go. I beaten Moonstar in my climax thing.
You're dead to me. How dare you attack my Moonstar?
Climax thing.
Climax thing. Holy shit.
Followed by the hero we didn't know we needed, the flame
Yeah, right.
fighter
Yeah.
himself.
We do not need to know about your climax, Mikey.
Or lack.
Praise be, he gets the gold star of the night for comment of the night. That goes.
Prize
to
Fighter
Flame
has
Fighter.
quality comments every freaking show. I swear to
Flame
God.
fight. Yeah.
Flame Fighter, thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Holy shit.
Get over ICP. Yo, the dude needs to stop with his like garbage ass takes. ICP
Yeah,
over Twisted. all day.
Listen, this motherfucker thinks Psycho Circus from Kiss is a great album. The man
Ugh.
lost
No, but
all
it's pretty
respect
good
from him.
Super Show stipulation.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
Super Show
Psycho
stipulation.
Circus is a great stipulation. Psycho Circus, the album is garbage.
Listen, the only song from the ICP worth listening to was the Oddities theme song.
Mikey, go stop. Stop. Mikey, stop. Well, I'm excited to beat him in the cheetah event.
Mikey Nichols, real beater.
Real beater.
Beater.
See, Mr. Smith, you come on my show and see what a great time you have. Like, you're getting to bear
Man,
this
stop
kid
shitting
and
on
he
the
doesn't
boss,
even
and I'll come
know
on
it.
more. I'll come on more times. Don't
Oh
worry.
hell, we shit on the boss on the
Hey,
regular around
but-
here. Can we get your thoughts
Rambo,
about?
I just want to reiterate something that I know
Yes, please.
neither of them heard earlier this evening, which is GM ma'am, go fuck yourself. Consigliere, you get the next shot at the Play True Championship, and I'll decide whether I like Ange enough or not to let her have her shot. You know, kind of like she did to me and Simon for so long.
Yeah, dude, just kept pushing off our shot. Congratulations to the Consigliere on becoming #1 contender
Thank you.
for the
I
play
appreciate
Play with
that.
You championship.
Play with
He's
myself.
gonna
I have
be
4
Listen,
kids,
he-
so I play with myself on a normal basis.
The reason he has 4 kids.
Incredible. She's gonna
yeah,
be so pissed when she sees this.
Listen, here's the fact.
He's already not having a good night.
Here's the fact. The GM wants me to take on and
not get
take
that
the
over.
title off of Ron Rumble. Perfectly fine. I got revenge on this guy that he took me out and got his like 3 different shots at championships because he took me out of the birdcage.
Well, you were the one that had the bounty. He didn't do anything.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
He did nothing but
Congratulations, coming in
capitalize.
that.
came in at number 6, folks, and capitalized.
Yeah.
Instead of working with me, I could have gotten more and more and more and more, but
Of what? Of what? Title shots or more
Or
like
He
what
could
do you have to offer?
community.
I'm the consigliere. I got the boss.
Okay.
Here you go,
I could have done things
Consigliere.
that
Look right
other
there.
people could
The
have done.
Psycho Circus Server and Kiss album from
Don't
1980.
drink
I'll
anymore,
agree
please.
because all Kiss albums suck.
Oh yeah,
That's
all
fine.
Kiss albums suck because Kiss is a horrible
Whoa.
band.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Oh, yeah,
not
that's
go
my
that
hot take.
wild here.
That's
Oh
my
my
hot
God.
take.
Wait.
Hold on now.
They do
Come
have
on.
epic face paint though.
They do like the
music
face
is
paint is good. The music
fantastic.
sucks.
It's
Oh,
called.
no.
I will
That's-
rock and roll.
no.
Dude, listen, rock and roll all night is the only good song from them.
Detroit
Alright.
I
Rock
hate
City.
that song. It repeats
Detroit Rock
itself.
City.
Love
Detroit
Gun.
Rock City is decent, but you have to be in the right mood for it.
Love Gun. Every single
Love
time.
yeah.
God. Oh yeah, Love
Okay,
God.
okay. 3 songs. Everything else is garbage.
Beth.
Oh man, all their music sounds
No.
like what a roof
God
would
of
taste
Thunder.
like.
Nope.
All
Garbage.
of these. All of what is this now?
Every album from them.
I'll drop it into the chat, but someone, when I used to work at a jewelry store, commissioned a Jesus piece of Gene Simmons.
He's
it is
Jewish.
the ugliest fucking thing. Yeah, no, but it's Gene Simmons' face, but like as the Jesus piece. It's fucking like the Jesus face. I'm gonna drop it in the chat before the chat ends.
Instead of
It is the ugly.
it's KISS Jesus.
Yeah, no, yeah. He called it Rock Jesus, and it's literally the biggest waste of money I've ever seen in my life. It's absurd. I'll show it to you guys when we get a chance.
Mr. Schmidt, since we have you here, the boss has been rather unkind. What do you have to say about BOSS? Please feel free, unfiltered, uncensored. Drop the mic for us.
Schmidt, I have never once said this to you before, but I'd plead the Fifth Amendment at least for the time being.
I will plead the fifth on this. No disrespect, but
Greatest faction lead I've ever had.
I will said this before,
far.
but I'll say it again. Steve Resk has done a lot for me that none of you know about, and I would take a bullet for that guy before anyone else.
Listen, I'll say it. He's the greatest. He's the greatest faction leader I've had thus far.
You won't hear an ill word coming out of my mouth about Steve Resk at all. At all.
At least not on live stream.
Yeah, no.
There it is.
Dude, this we're off stream. Brian's gonna be like, let me tell you about fucking Boss, man. All right,
Boss really grinded my
Resk is a
gears
bum.
today.
Nope. That will never come out of my mouth. Nope. I will.
Doesn't
it
answer
goes
my
like
text
this. It goes
messages.
boss
Fucks on
and
my
general
gimmicks.
manager. That's it.
Wait, who
Yelled at me.
I have the pleasure and the
Who's
honest. Boston GM are right here next to me.
That's not where I saw it originally, but okay, buddy.
Anyway, but here's the deal. I work with two of the probably smartest guys in general. One smart with business and has a lot of money, loves the greatest whiskey of all, and the other one is a family man who knows exactly the shit I go through on a daily basis with my 4 kids.
Gee,
So,
oh my God,
works.
Swaggy. Sorry,
It's fucking ugly as shit.
That is
What a
ugly
waste of
as
money.
shit.
What
He sent us the you're gonna have to send it to Schmidt son in the chat. The Gene Simmons Jesus piece. That is
something. That is not the show.
That is horrifying.
Hold on, I'm actually sending it to an old coworker. I'll send it to Schmidt next.
Mr. Schmidt, can we get your thoughts?
Wait, when did I take over the show being a guest? When you have the Elephant Tri-State?
When you wanted to join in, when you were like,
I was
let me
about to say,
in.
when you wanted to come in.
When you literally were Eric Andreing the freaking.
Yeah, I mean, you wanted to be Eric Andre.
Let
so
me
here
in.
you go.
Let me in.
Can we talk about you being Captain Hog?
I'm not fucking Captain Hog.
I know.
Captain Hog.
That's what my wife calls me, but you know.
I know. Look, I swear. When I read it
go.
originally, so backstory on all this for those of you that don't know. Let me hit this, and then I'll tell you.
I have no idea what this Captain Hog shit is.
I know. So let me tell you, this is where it evolved from. So earlier when I was in the green room, Bombada put out that post, right, about the #1 contendership for the birdcage, all that nonsense of getting a shot against Gronk. And he announced the matches. And so when I read it originally, I read that you were facing the prize fighter instead of John Mathis. And I was like, why in the fuck is Bombada calling him Captain Hog? This makes no sense. Like, John Mathis is going to be so upset when the Hog father is being encroached on by Mr. Hog himself with all them children, huh? And so that's exactly where it came from with me being and trying to read at the same time. It didn't work out too well. So that's where Captain Hog came from. So, Captain Hog, what are your thoughts?
I revoke that name. How dare you? I
Look,
will not take that. But
Do it.
I will take my cue right now, and I will say adieu, a farewell, and good night.
before you do,
Yes,
Y'all want to be grossed out? Look at my eye.
I've seen
Oh,
Swaggy.
my.
I worked in a hospital. I've seen
I see
worse.
Oh, dude, I got injected in my eye on Monday. It fucking sucks dick, dude.
Can we talk about how he went 0-32 in Faction Wars, bro? Sold our entire Faction Wars. Brock! Bro!
To be fair, I also was mad at Schmidt for fucking not winning a single fucking match. I just needed Schmidt to win one match against fucking
Yeah, no shit.
Paradise.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
but the
I'm
thing is,
over it
though,
now, but
I
at the time, I was tight. Like, I'm over it now, but at the time, Jesus Christ. Like, in fairness, like, I understand where that comes from because I was tight. I was super duper tight. Like, dude, like, I was wearing small size underwear that day. That shit was crazy.
It was tight up in there.
You ain't been tight in years. Don't lie.
Yeah, no, fucking, ever since that priest got a hold of me. Jesus Christ, why am I like this?
I have
What?
no idea.
Why are you spilling the
Love those dice,
secret?
by the way.
Oh, great dice.
I like that.
All right. Well, let me go. So you can,
Yeah.
gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you for
I'm
joining
gonna go take
us.
care of the kids.
Thank you for joining us and taking the
And,
abuse.
Fuck Brock.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck Brock.
I don't know about all
The
that
one
stuff.
thing I agree with him, man.
I disagree.
I was about to
He's
say,
doing it
you
again.
can't do that now. That ain't it. So, boys, you got anything else we want to talk about before we jet out of here tonight?
No, I got to go take Misfit out on a date. You know, he hasn't been taken out in a long time, so I want to go get him drunk and see if he'll come home with me.
All right, make sure
There
he
you
gives you a
go.
tuggy. All right.
Yeah, dude.
We're going to try to raid in just a second. I'm going to see who's online. So we'll take this home. Prize Fighter,
Just
why don't
don't-
you do us the honors?
Hey, just
Oh,
don't break Candyman's bedroom.
taking us home. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another lovely edition of Candyshop Talk with your boys, the Dirty Bergs, the new Tri-State Tag Team Champions. Man, I am looking forward to annoying GM Ma'am for a very long time. Shout out to Swaggy D. Shout out to Rambo Apocalypse. Who the hell are we rating tonight?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's see if I think Jessica Havoc is online. So let's
Oh.
see.
Yeah, Jay Havoc, absolutely.
Let's see. So
Absolutely.
y'all keep talking for a moment, and I'll let you know when we're actually going to go because now I can't find it, but I'll find it in just a second. So,
No, I got
the air.
I got some more shit
There's
to
another
talk about.
tag team that we
GM
forgot.
real
Freaking Swerve and freaking Keith Lee.
quick. What?
Yes.
No.
No.
Like two fantastic wrestlers, but just like after like it was one of those teams that was formed just to have them break up, and then Keith Lee did jack shit after that.
Yeah.
I mean, like meanwhile, Swerve, I love Swerve.
To the moon for Swerve.
Swerve is the only, in my opinion, the only good thing about AEW is
All
him
right,
as champion.
best tag team manager.
Jim Cornette.
Same. I was gonna say Cornette too. Let's go.
Wait, time out. Wait. So I did like the ICP. I thought they did a good job with the oddities. But then let's go ahead and say Sonny. Sonny was the best tag team.
So
LA, however you want to slice that.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, so Sunny as a manager, I mean, like other teams that she managed like just in the WWF, it was Legion of Doom. She also managed the Godwins. She also managed who else did she manage? I think she managed the Bushwhackers at one point, and then all won tag team gold while she was manager.
Listen, one of them was so great they named a team after her tits. Trish Stratus, guys. Come on, guys.
Yeah, come on. Let's see other tag teams that we forgot.
Hardcore and Crash.
Hardcore and Crash. That's a really good one.
I mean,
Bulldogs.
Who?
The British Bulldogs.
Oh yeah, the British Bulldogs.
I mean, Paul Bearer did a pretty good job. He had some powerhouse to work with.
God, I've been laughing at Schmidt all night. All of the tag team, all of my tag team knowledge is just going completely out. It's just going completely out.
What about Jimmy Hart?
Oh yeah,
hell yeah.
Jimmy
Hart was amazing as a manager as well. Shit, why am I? Damn it! There's one team that I'm thinking about, and I can't.
Rico,
seem-
Billy and Chuck.
Billy and Chuck, the natural
I was about to say,
disasters.
I can't find anybody, so we'll just call it a night in just a second. But we'll go through the comments as well. So
We agree. Jim Cornette, not even
Yeah.
close. We're
Yeah,
just
Jim
saying names.
Cornette was the best.
Yeah.
natural disasters, Money Inc. Oh my God! Like I met IRS when I went on the Jericho cruise, and no shit. Like
Yeah,
this is the year before Bray passed, so it's wild that I even have this story. So walking on this cruise ship, and you see all these wrestlers just in kind of like passing, and just don't really think about it. Like you're like, holy shit! Like here goes Swerve, just walked right by me. Like it's so cool as fuck. So IRS was in the casino, and I sat down beside him. I started playing on slot machine. And, we just kind of made a little casual talk back and forth. And I looked over and I said, man, I sure hope we hit enough money here that we both had to pay taxes. And he just smiled and he just loved that shit. Like, he was so cool. And him and Ted DiBiase were a fantastic tag team.
Oh,
Bees.
Oh, you know what we forgot? Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
We forgot about that.
No, someone in chat said them / time
someone
splitters. So I saw it earlier.
Look at there. Mikey, beer money.
Beer money.
Beer money.
Look
Oh,
at
that's
him.
America's Most Wanted. Chris Harris and James Storm. Amazing.
Let me tell you about Chris Harris. I got a story about that as well.
With
Brandon
Walker.
With Rambo.
Brandon Walker, baby.
God, it was so bad. So Simple Chuck and I, this is back in Slammiversary 2007, I believe. We went. This is when they were going to have the King of the Mountain match with Kurt Angle when he went over and won the belt. So they were hyping up this mystery opponent the whole time. And, you get all these great ones. You got AJ Styles, Christian. Let's see who else was in there. Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, someone else, and then you had a mystery opponent. Well, the whole lead up to it was it's supposed to be Chris Jericho. The whole lead in, everybody's like hinting it's going to be Chris Jericho as the mystery opponent. So Jeff Jarrett comes out, I believe, and he says, Nashville, we're going to give you what you all deserve here at the sixth mystery contestant. You deserve this. It's Chris. And everybody's like, oh, Harris.
Fucking Jeff Jarrett buried him.
I would have demanded my money back.
That's
so good.
Mad. Like, I have the DVD. I'm going to have to pull it up sometime and just be able to. I'm sure I can find it.
That
Fucking
is where
Jeff
Rambo
What a fucking burial.
Oh, I was so pissed. Oh my God.
Sorry, it just popped in my head because I finally remembered.
Yeah.
Eminem, Mercury and Nitro.
Yep.
I personally like Miz and Morrison.
Miz and Morrison was really good.
Truth and Miz is good.
Paul London and Brian Kendrick would be higher on my list, but but they were champions for so long, and it was at that. But they were champions for a really long time because that was in peak Vince. I hate wrestling. I hate tag team wrestling era. That was really good.
La Resistance.
La Resistance was
with Rob Conway though.
Robert.
Yeah,
Robert.
Ultimately, nothing is better than Braun and his
And
little
Nicholas.
That was good.
Dude, I was so no. So the joke one I wanted to put earlier was Super Eric and Shark Boy back from the TNA days. That's what I wanted to put, but I was like, I can't in good conscience.
God,
In good
you
faith.
reminded me of Hurricane
In good
and
faith.
Rosie, bro.
Hurricane and Rosie was tight. Hurricane and
fun.
Rosie was awesome.
Listen, but see, we didn't go back through any of the old ones. Like we didn't go through the Wild Samoans. We didn't go through. I mean, there are just dozens and dozens of tag teams that are great when you.
We didn't go through Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas either.
That's a good pick as well. Damn.
I feel like it's a lot of recency bias for us, especially because
Half of us are younger.
I wasn't alive during that time.
I mean, I
so,
watched Rock, but I mean.
but I mean, like I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
But I mean, like when they were
Attitude Era. So I mean, he only knows the quasi decent tag teams.
Yeah, I mean, like let's see, Attitude Era was 1997 to I want to say 2001.
Yeah,
I would say. 1999 I was 4, and 2001 I was 6. So yeah. Shit, there was another tag team that I was just thinking about, and why did it just leave my brain?
What is Michael? Kurt, what's he streaming right now? What's going on with him? Is
I don't
that
know what's up with him.
is that still the tag team
Oh.
thing going on?
Yo, hang on, real quick. A deep cut for my Japanese wrestling fans out there. Daniel Bryan and Curry, man.
Ooh,
Former IWGP Junior Heavyweight champions.
I love that.
You know. Also,
We
yo,
forgot LAX.
oh yeah, LAX. Wait,
Yeah.
that one was good. Homicide and Hernandez.
Yeah.
Oh yo, Age of the Fall. Jimmy Jacobs and Tyler Black, Seth Rollins.
Yo, yeah.
That
I
would
said
be
Switchblade earlier, so
Yo,
we covered.
TNA had like this golden era of tag teams back in the
They
in
just
the day.
fumbled the ball
Oh yeah, they
every
fumbled it
fucking chance they
so
could.
fucking hard,
I think
man.
honestly, if they didn't fumble the ball so hard with Christian, he could have been like he's a great he rebound back, but I think going to TNA harmed them way more than it helped them after a while.
Well, I mean, like
Because
it showed that he could be a main event player because I mean, like he
Yeah.
came in and was like immediately the biggest star on the show. I mean, like he was cutting the best promos, he was having the best matches. He
Mhm.
won the world. He won the NWA world title like within
And
like
then
his
they
first
fell
like
into the WCW trap and they started hiring the idiots.
well, you know, because ultimately you still had Jeff Jarrett booking, and Jeff Jarrett's like, you know, again, no one's allowed to be bigger than Jeff Jarrett. So,
I mean,
you know,
I'd rather have the Jeff Jarrett booking than the Dixie Carter booking though, because I
oh
think
my
that really
god, the Dixie
fucked
Carter
everything
booking
up.
was garbage. Actually, yo, that influence Christopher Daniels and Kazarian.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about entertaining?
SCU, give me the Scorpio
SCU.
Sky, baby.
Oh, God, I
I'd
love
like
tag
to see
team
you a
wrestling.
lot.
John Moxley and Sammy Callahan. I would
I
actually
said
go.
Switchblade conspiracy like 1,000 times already. Yeah, no,
I was
absolutely.
about to say, I personally would like Moxley with Kingston. Like Eddie Kingston's one of my favorite wrestlers.
Actually,
I like that team.
Actually, John Moxley and Brian Danielson, when they teamed up for that little bit, that was a fucking good tag team.
BCC.
BCC. BBC, baby. BBC.
So I think I finally found somebody. We're gonna raid Ben Monster because they are
Hell
good right
yeah,
now.
I love that team.
We it says we'll be ready to raid in about 8 seconds. So, prize fighter, if you want to do the honors,
yeah, sure, I'll do them again.
Means.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Candyshop Talk. I have been the prize fighter, Simon Denver. He has been Split the Clown, your Tri-State Tag Team Champions. Shout out to Rambo and Swaggy for having us on. And until next time, can I get a bye, man?
Bye, man.
Yo, GMM sucks.
Wow.
Rude.
Wow. Such blasphemous. All right. We are off.